There we go. Hello, YouTube. I've got another stream for you today. Should be the final part of Apollo Justice, Ace Attorney. Very good stuff. Slight issue I have at the moment is I've been using an achievement guide because I like getting all the achievements, and there are missables in this. I've been using an achievement guide, and it was actually on Steam, the Steam community stuff, and I guess the Steam community thing's down right now, so I can't access said guide. So I scrambled to try and find another achievement guide, and I found a video one. So hopefully the Steam stuff comes back up during the stream, but yes, I might be scrambling around a little bit with stuff. But again, I don't like missing achievements. I'm trying to try and prevent spoilery stuff, but I'm going to try my best. And yeah, let's hope this works out, because that's kind of annoying. Thanks, Valve, letting me down. God damn. Yeah, we did the 7 years ago trial thing, and now we got the Mason system. What do the numbers mean? Let's find out, chat. Let's find out what the numbers mean together. That trial 7 years ago was the beginning of it all. This I know beyond a doubt. The mysteries of the past work their magic on the present. But you'll soon be finding all of this out for yourself. Which of Magnifique Gramarye's disciples pulled that trigger? Where did the vanishing defendant, Zack Gramarye, go? The Mason system doesn't quite make much sense to me. To be honest, a lot of this game doesn't really make sense, but that's just the magic of it all, as they say in the game. What dark truth lurks behind the forged diary page? And what about the girl who was left behind? She's so cute when she's younger though, holy crap. Oh god, what is this? The past left us these 4 keys to unlocking the truth. Fucking Matrix. That's not all. There are 4 keys in the present as well. And when all the questions have found their answers, the final trial will begin. But first, you must chase the truth through then and now. Oh my fucking god, dude. We're actually time traveling. I know it's not exactly time traveling per se. It's kind of like, I guess, like some advanced form of like VR shit. But, you know. Think of it as a game. Cool, man. Oh, hey, Phoenix. I, Phoenix Wright, will be your guide for this game. That terrible trial saw me present forged evidence. It ended half-finished when the defendant vanished. What became of me after that? As your investigation proceeds, the answer will become clear. Oh, and one more thing. There is something I must tell you. As Apollo Justice has his bracelet, so too do I have my own weapon of sorts. My Magatama. Oh, hell yeah, dude. We're gonna get some Cyclock action? Dude, I missed the Cyclocks. I kind of enjoyed the Cyclocks. It was a fun little mechanic. Was it, do you ask? That would have you see for yourself. Well now, shall we begin? Use LB and RB to jump between the past and present. Let's begin 7 years ago in the past. It is right after my last trial came to an abrupt end. Now that you know the game, let's play. Oh my good lord. Oh, I get to go to Drew's studio in the past. That's fun. Let's start here. The nightmare trial was over, and the new nightmare of figuring out what happened had just begun. I wanted to wake up, to walk away, but I figured I'm the only one who could do this, probably. And besides, I had plenty of time. Thanks to the Bar Association Review Board's decision. Hard to work when your attorney's badge has been taken away. 7 years ago. Wright & Co. Law offices. Why have I got a friend request on Discord? Who are you? Who are you? How did you even find me? What servers are you in? Oh, I see. Someone tells me you are a compromised account, so I'm going to ignore your request. So many years ago, right in co-law offices. Ooh, morning, Daddy. I'm so glad you came. You okay, Daddy? They picking on you? I am fine, as always. This old boy is here to help me, after all. That's young man to you. Good morning. That's a cute outfit you have on. Thanks, my first show's today, after all. 2 weeks have passed since then. I called her into my office. Uh-oh. Lucy, there's something we need to talk about. It's been 2 weeks since your father disappeared. We need to start thinking about your future. I did some calling around, and this is hard to say, but you have no living relatives. So, I was wondering if you wanted to stay with me for a while. Just until your daddy comes home. It won't be long. I hope. Well, say that 7 years in the future. Of course, it's totally your choice. If you don't like it here, you can go wherever you like. I could look up some places you might like to stay at. Oh, this is so weird. Mr. Attorney, Daddy told me about you. He said I could trust you. Huh? Really? So, if I stay here, does that mean you'll be my family? Huh? I guess so. Getting weirder. Mr. Attorney? Actually, why don't you call me Nick? Or you can call me Daddy if you like. Man. Oh, man. I get it. It makes sense into the context of the game, but it still throws me for a loop. It still throws me for a loop. I've been successfully brain-rotted by the internet. Internet. I'm British. Internet. I've been brain-rotted. Brain-rotted. Look, Chad, it's hard to pronounce my T's, okay? I know we drink it a lot, but it's hard to pronounce. Well, you can call me Daddy if you like. It doesn't have to be today or anything. Okay, say Daddy. Oh, that was quick. Yes. If I move here, I have to switch schools, right? And I was thinking, I haven't paid for lunches at my last school for a year. So thanks, Daddy. Ah. Oh, and this office, it's a little blah. A little colour goes a long way, you know. Ah. Oh, and Daddy, you got fired from work, right? Don't you worry one bit. I work twice as hard. We'll make it through this. You're 8 years old. Lucy, how old are you? Oh, I'm 8. I figured she's 15 in the present thing. Subtract 7. But don't let appearances deceive you. I'm a young professional. Stick with me and you'll do just fine, Daddy. Ah, thanks. Why does it feel like she's already in charge? Now let's talk to her. The office. So, Daddy, you got fired from being a lawyer, right? You could at least kind of look aside or something when you say that. It's actually kind of hard for me, but Daddy. Oh, I'm sorry, Daddy. Wait, is that foolish pride? My other daddy always used to talk about that. Actually, that's pretty accurate. So here's my idea. We'll make a new office. Law just seems so stiff, doesn't it? And no one will be my friend at school that way. Hey, rewards points. Well, that won't do, I guess. I just don't know much about anything other than law. Or even much about law if we were to ask some people. Maybe the problem is calling it an office. We should run an agency instead. You mean like a talent agency? Forgive me for asking, but doesn't that require talent? You got me, don't ya? I'm a professional. A professional? Yep. After all, I am directly descended from the famous Zach Gramarye. Directly descended? He's your father. Oh, and now I'm directly descended from the famous Phoenix Wright too. Well, not really. I think an 8-year-old just massaged my ego. Daddy. Could you tell me a bit more about your daddy? Zach Gramarye? Daddy? Sure thing, Daddy. Which daddy was that again? Daddy's so amazing. The biggest star of Troop Gramarye, and they're big! Like me. The Gramaryes, they were on television a lot. I haven't seen them on much recently, come to think of it. Big magic happens when you put Zach and Valant Gramarye together, you know. Once they made a giant waterfall right there on the stage. And this giant trout swam up the giant waterfall. Now let me guess, there was a giant fisherman waiting for him at the top. I wish I could have seen more of Daddy's magic. I shouldn't have brought that up so soon. I wonder what happened to me with Daddy and Mummy both gone. Mummy? Yeah, what about Mummy? I haven't heard anything about Trucy's mother. I have my magic and a great daddy, even if he is unemployed. You know, I think things are going to be okay. I wonder if she'll talk about her mother. Mommy. The professional. The Trucy, you're a professional? Yes, it's like that thing they say. Baby frogs grow up to be frogs. They say that? I always thought it was funny though. What was? Aren't baby frogs called tadpoles? Maybe they thought it would be easier to understand that way for kids. How stupid! Right. So in conclusion, you're a professional magician, Trucy. That's right. Well, want to see a trick? You're going to do a magic trick? Please show me. You know what? Actually, I would like to see a trick. The future of the agency depends on it, after all. That's the spirit. Ready? Here goes. Ta-da! Oh, Mr. Hat's still there. Hey, folks, it's Mr. Hat. I gotta say, it's good to be seen. Yuck! Whoa, that was startling. The amazing Mr. Hat. Isn't he great? Your friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat at your service. He certainly makes an impression. Doesn't he? I'm so glad you like him, Daddy. Both my routines do get a bit heady at times. Get it? Heady? My friendly neighborhood Mr. Hat nearly gave me a heart attack. Okay. Mommy. Could you tell me about your mommy? If it's okay. Mommy was so pretty. She was like an angel up on stage. On stage? You mean with your daddy? Yep. She was always there with Zack and Valance smiling. But then she went away. Went away? It was a grand illusion, but she made a mistake. Vanished, and I guess she didn't know how to get back. Maybe so. I cried then a lot. That's when Daddy gave me this. Here. I guess that's her mother. Hello. Wait, those eyes. This is your mother? She's beautiful. Her name's Thalassa Grammary. Poor girl. I didn't know her mummy had gone missing. And now her daddy's vanished too, right before her eyes. Hey Daddy, you won't... Don't worry, I won't vanish, I promise. Right, you can't even do magic. You're like a backup plan. Daddy always said I have a backup plan. And I guess all I rate is a backup plan. Poor guy. I think that's probably enough for today. Sorry to ask you so much all at once like that. It's okay. After all, we're family. Family. I just hope you're ready. The Right Talent Agency opens tomorrow. What? But are we representing anyone? Me and you. That makes two, Daddy. I think you need more than that to make an agency. Besides, you may be a magician, but I'm no talent. Oh, I'm sure there's something you're good at. Well, when you put it that way. You mean you don't have any tricks? No old standbys? Oh, this will not do. A boy should always have a trick or two in his pocket. Okay, I'll think of something. That's the spirit. See you bright and early tomorrow, Daddy. Welcome to the team, Daddy-O. Team. Right. Sometimes when magicians vanish, they leave something behind. That's how Trucy became Trucy Wright, my daughter. To be honest, I was pretty lost those first few days. Thinking back on it, it was a pretty dark time in my life. But Trucy, happy, smiling Trucy, she was my light. I think I was meant to examine the plant. Is this working yet? Not on Steam. No, it's still not working yet. God damn it. Oh, give me a second. Yeah, I was supposed to do it. God damn it. Can I go back into it? Yes. Examine the goddamn plant. Memento's favorite plant, Charlie. And I guess watering Charlie's my real job now. Wait, I have a child now. I can't feed Trucy like this. Probably needs more than the occasional watering too, I'm guessing. Okay. I think I'm... Head about pause situation. Is there step ladders here? Okay, I don't need to worry about the ladder thing. Chat, give me a second. Just seeing if there's anything missing. Toxic detection, yeah, already done that. Okay, that's fine. Well, I guess I can follow this video at this point. They did miss this, but that's the only thing that's missable until the end of the game. 7 years ago, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 2. Think we're gonna be back here for a while. I didn't want to have to remember that day. Though I deeply regret having to declare a verdict in this way, this trial is over. Ah, Your Honor? Yes, Mr. Zack? There is one thing I wish to make clear. Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. What are you talking about? I am talking about this! Mr. Enigma! The defendants escape! Find him quick! Bailiff, close all exits from the building. On the double, he must not be allowed to escape. When I came here on that fateful morning, I still had my badge, but now, like an amputated limb, I can still feel it itching. Where do I start? I don't even have the authority to investigate. Hey, you there, sir! Down on the hands, floor on your head. Now, now, now! What's the big idea? My ears! Oh my god, it's this fucking guy. No unauthorized personnel aren't allowed in here. But that would mean all unauthorized personnel are allowed. Zoink! I just say it like it is, sir, and it's usually wrong. Thrown out in the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. Fucking hell, man. Dude, it's been a while. We've met before, haven't we? On a case 2 years ago? No recollection of that, sir. Huh? For me, working on a case is always in the present progressive tense, sir. There is no past, there is only now, sir. Okay, okay, you're the bailiff, right? Yes, sir, Court Bailiff Mike Meekins at your service, sir. Oh, welcome back, Meekins. Haven't missed you. I've asked to meet with a bailiff at this court who let the magician escape. Let me try to make this as absolutely clear as possible for you, sir. It was me! Sir. But you were a regular police officer once, right? Sometimes bad things happen to good people, sir. Well, that is very fucking true. Something tells me it's a long story. Let's not go there. So, you were in charge of security at the time of the vanishing? I'm dying over here. He's actually fucking dead. Yeah. Oh, it's a hard knock life, sir. For us. Thrown out the precinct, lost my friends, my girl, and even my wallet. Yes, I wasn't the only victim. Oh boy. Alright, Meekins. Last time we met, you were a police officer, right? In fact, you're still wearing your uniform. Sir, I wish I didn't have to tell you this, but last year, tragedy struck at Rising Star at the precinct. I lost my case files 4 times in 3 days! They fired me. That takes real talent, actually. They don't know what they're missing. So here I am, sir, forced to start from square one, a lowly bailiff. But your uniform? I took it with me as a souvenir the day I was fired. That can't be legal. So, you are the one who let the magician get away that day? I'm dying over here. A star rises among the court bailiffs full of hope, then tragedy strikes. Is there anything you can tell me about it? About Zack Gramarye's disappearance? Oh, the humanity! Well, that's enough of that. Bruh. Why yes, I'd say it was around 2 PM when I heard a commotion in court. I opened the door to see what might be amiss. The door slams open, slam, and some guy's face is right there in front of me. Face! So you saw someone suspicious coming your way. Yes, and I, being a bailiff of little standing, I gave chase. What bailiffs were police? My ears are wearing the outfit. I chased that silk cat all the way down the hall, sir. I have a diagram of the court building here. Aha, there's courtroom number 7. That's where I was, sir. All by myself, nary a friend to call my own. Okay, and which way did Zack Gramarye run after bursting through the courtroom door? He went up like this, and around the corner like that. So I, with no delay, ran after him with no delay. When I turned the corner, I saw that magic man run into the defendant lobby. Swiftly I ran. Following him, I threw myself boldly into the room. Why, I remember it like it was right here. Because it was. Lobby number 2, sir. You ran into this room? I don't see any place to hide in here. Believe it or not, sir, I didn't believe it. Here, in this room, the magician, gone, vanished like a puff of smoke. Except there wasn't even any smoke. He was just gone. That's impossible. Yes, that word. Oh, how many times have I said that word? Even the sound of it causes me indescribable pain. I'm dying. I'm dying over here. Okay, I won't say it again, I promise. But you have to admit, it's difficult to vanish into thin air. You searched the lobby? I searched. Why the pause? There was nothing here at all, sir. That's right, nothing was here, sir. How can he talk so loud and still be hiding something? So, Zack was in this room when he vanished? Absolutely, sir. I saw him with my own eyes. That red silk hat, that flowing cape. He ran right in here, right inside this room. Silk hat, cape. Oh, that's Zack, alright. But, sir, look at the room. There's not a single place to hide. Sir, there was nothing I could do, but nothing, sir. What about now? Have any ideas? Sir! Ideas about what exactly, sir, if you don't mind me asking? You've had quite a bit of time since then. Has nothing occurred to you at all? Do you have any idea what trick he might have used to disappear like that? Oh, here we go. Only 2. Cyclops! Oh, I should have known. My Magatama, one of my most prized possessions, which I got during a certain case. It can show me the locks on people's hearts. And if I can unlock their hearts, they'll tell me their secrets. The Magatama starts it all, and the Magatama ends it. Oh my. Oh, what the hell? Do I have to hit Y for the Magatama? I guess I do. Interesting. Yo, 3D! The disappearing trick. Okay, Mr. Meekins. What do you know? Spit it out. Hey! What's with the atmosphere in here all of a sudden? You know something, and I'm gonna find out what. Zack Gramarye vanished from this room. How'd he do it? How, sir? Well, sir, I can't say as I... sir? Why are you so nervous if you aren't hiding something? Well, sir, you see, at the time, sir, I was here and... Listen, it was impossible! What could such a little girl possibly do anyway? What did you just say? Yuck! Sir, did I just say something, sir? No, you screamed it through that megaphone of yours. There was someone else in the room, wasn't there? Sir, I'm going to have to invoke my right to remain in a state of not talking. It's okay, Meekins. You don't have to tell me who Zack's accomplice was. I know who was here in this room that day. It was Trucy. Sir, I'd never seen that girl until just the other day. Mr. Meekins, I'm not buying it. Sir! Sir, that day she was here in the room, sir. But he wasn't. You mean you chased her into this room, not him? Sir, in my days as a police officer, literally days, I learned a thing or two. Okay, just one thing, but it was how not to mistake a girl for a 7-foot tall magician. 7 feet? Well, Zack isn't that tall, is he? You have a point. I find it hard to imagine that anyone would mistake a little girl for Zack Gramarye. But you saw something. And therein lies the trick. I think you know what it was, Mr. Meekins. Tell me, does this trick look familiar? Oh my god, I got all the fucking evidence. What the hell? What's that? That girl's favourite trick, the amazing Mr. Hat. She used it in her show down at the Wonder Bar. Have you been to the Wonder Bar? So, it wasn't a waking dream, was it, sir? Come again? That night on stage I saw a vision! Except it wasn't a vision. It was a hat. An amazing Mr. Hat! He really exists! Ooh, unlock successful. Ooh, the vanishing trick. I remember it clearly, though the details are a little vague. That Gramarye exited the courtroom. I gave chase and cornered him in that corner room, sir. That Gramarye, don't even think you could escape Meekins. Down on your hands, floor on your head. Hello? Something the matter, mister? No, that is... Sir, I'm currently chasing a suspect, sir. That Gramarye, do you know him? Oh, I love Zack Gramarye. His magic is the best. I'm his biggest fan. I see. That's why you're wearing that costume you're wearing. Anyway, that very same Zack came into this room. But no one's been in here except me. But he has to be in here somewhere. Under the sofa, in the trash can, behind the painting, under the rug. So, Trucy was his accomplice. Imagine my astonished surprise when 1 week later, I just happened to walk into a bar and see him, Mr. Hat. I couldn't believe my own eyes. For a while, I thought it had all been a long dream. A dream that lasted a week. But it wasn't the magician who disappeared. It was Mr. Hat. Trick vanishes. The vanishing trick and the trick vanishes. I love it. Though it seems complex, what really happened that day was quite simple. You were standing by the door and out came Zack. But that wasn't all. Another person got in on the act, and she was standing in front of lobby number 2. Along with Mr. Hat. Ah, and that's the beauty of it, isn't it? So, while you were standing in shock and amazement, the magician rounds the corner, and most likely runs through the closest door, into lobby number 1. This is where you come in. You turn the corner in rather lukewarm pursuit, and at that very moment, Trucy runs into lobby number 2. Then all she has to do is tuck away the amazing Mr. Hat. Sir, I only lost sight of him for the briefest of moments. Then I saw that cape, Zack Gramarye's red cape fluttering like a cape. Astounding, sir! All my days of posing queries and making inquiries and chasing quarries wasted. It was as if I could see them melting away like an ice cream cone left by the side of the road to die! Or the scattered remains of a messily eaten chocolate parfait. Such sweet sorrows. I'm sorry, I had no idea how much you'd suffered on account of this case. It's an honor, sir. I've apologized to people many, many times, sometimes more than once. But this is the first time anyone's ever apologized to me. Actually, about that girl, I'm sort of her guardian now. That's so. Sir, you should know that I harbour no ill feelings whatsoever in my harbour. Okay. I let the defendant escape, that's the stone cold truth. Just another step on my way from singing the blues to wearing the blues. Someday, sir, I'll be standing side by side with the great Detective Gumshoe! Mr. Meekins? This is a free ticket to the show at the Wonder Bar, if you want it. It's an honor, sir! Sir, I can't count the number of things I've had taken from me, sir. But no one's ever given me anything for free! Right, I'll see you in court next time then, sir. I look forward to it. What a wild ride that was. All eyes were on Zack Gramarye that day in court until his mysterious disappearance. Now part of the mystery's been revealed, but the magician remained out of sight. It would be 7 years before I met him again. Dear Lord. Yo, we got something in the present. Let's do it, man. I mean, I'm playing as Apollo at this point. Present day, Borscht Bowl Club. We're back here. Oh, hey, man. I'll be taking my leave now. They'll have some work to do back at the office. No, we're still playing as Phoenix. Then I guess I'll go back to my piano. To be honest, it's better when you aren't playing. This frigid culinary dungeon almost feels comfortable. Later, then. 2 hours left on my shift. Wonder if we'll get any customers tonight. Do you know who I am? Hey man, who I am? No, but if you hum it, I can play it. Just kidding, I don't do requests. How about a different sort of request? You see, I play cards. Oh, a customer. I was just hoping someone would come in and save me from a night at the Keys. I seek a true competition. I have heard the Borscht Bowl Club is the place for this. Now I see the rumor is true. And this is a friend of yours? Oh, for God's sake, this fucking guy again. I hate him! I hate him. Ah, don't mind me, I'm just your friendly neighborhood newsman. Ah, he will not be playing tonight. When his business is finished, I shall send him home. This competition will be between us, no others. Right Talent Agency represents 2 artists, and I'm number 2. I play piano, well, sort of. It's actually just a front for my real talent, which is playing poker. Don't ask me how I got started, I don't remember. I'm good, real good. It didn't take long for the rumors to get around. Go to the Borscht Bowl Club if you want a real game, that guy's never lost. People don't come to hear me tickle the ivory, they come to watch me play cards. Is this a seedy poker club? No, it's a restaurant. We don't play for high stakes, there's no money involved. But real players carry cash, and they're always thirsty. It's a handy source of income for the club owner. Then, let's compete. I'll take you to the room. The hideout, yes. But before we go... Yes? Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Shady Smith. Oh, and I'm Brushel, Spark Brushel, news reporter. Oh, I'm... No, Phoenix Wright. Huh? You must always look a man in the eye when you make your introductions. You still do not know who I am? Have we met? Oh shit! It's him! Today, in this courtroom, you cannot declare me guilty. What are you talking about? Motherfucker, I'm talking about this! Fucking Shady Smith was Zack all along? Oh hell yeah, dude. I probably should have guessed, but... There you go. Mr. Enigma! Defenders escaped! Find them quick! Bailiff, close all exits from the building! Oh, he didn't do that, did he? On the double, he must not be allowed to escape! You can't be! But you're... Zack Gramarye? Yes, the reincarnation act of the century. Pity I have only an audience of 1. You? Zack Gramarye? This must be a bad dream. In a sense, this guy ruined my life. You there! We will play soon. Ready the room. I will be preparing the hideout for you. Fake Russian. Are you really him? The Zack Gramarye? Now I am Shady Smith. Remember this. How many years has it been now? 6? In exactly 3 days from now, it'll be 7. I caused you much inconvenience, I fear. Yeah, you could say that. Is she well? Trucy, I mean. She's fine. I've got her working already. Hope you don't mind. I need hardly express my gratitude, but you have it. This is why I've come. That and to settle a matter of cards. By which you mean poker? Besides, he's serious. I despise losing above all else, and so I have decided that I will win tonight, no matter what it takes. I know this guy's type, and they're dangerous. Everything's about the competition, all else is secondary. Perhaps we should take this time to talk before we play. I know you have much to ask me, and you. Meaning a competition. We competed that day 7 years ago too. Ah, yes, you must have been surprised. Called to the detention center out of the blue. 2. 1. Showdown time. Ooh. I lost? It's only a game of poker. A game I played for a long time, and only lost twice. Who was the first? The man I killed, of course. You choose your defense attorneys by playing poker. Some are hired, some others fired. When you compete, you see a man's true nature. You know what I speak of? I know that you do. Trucy's power? Trucy? She is in a class of her own. For 7 years, I've played poker here at the Borscht Bowl Club. And I've never lost once. I'm good, but not that good. I win because whenever there's a big game, I bring in Trucy. And she sends me signals. So you cheat. Daddy, he's got a good hand. You might have a chance if you act quick. Better call him soon. Dude, my man's a fucking cheater. Can you tell me what her power is? Judging a person's thoughts by reading their reactions is a staple of performance magic. But those of Trucy's line possess far greater skill. Her line? Recall, you are the second man to whom I've lost. Magnifique Gramarye. That was the first time I learned of this power, as you called it. Wait, so you're saying her power is genetic? It's just in the Gramarye blood or something? Blood. Uh-oh. Oh, he's got 3 locks. I'm sorry, but it is not something told lightly to outsiders. It is nothing you need to know at this time. It's some kind of Gramarye secret then. Fine. Okay. About Trucy. Present Magatama. Alright. She's 15 this year? Still trying her best to follow in your footsteps, you know. I see. When I planned my disappearing act, it was the thought of her alone that gave me pause. Wait, you were planning on vanishing from the get-go? Yes, and for that I must apologise. However, I could not be found guilty that day because of this. This? Transferal of rights. You see the signature? Transferal? That's Magnifique Gramarye's signature, isn't it? Ooh. I hereby give all rights to the secret staging and performance of my magic to the recipient named below. And the recipient's name is you! That Gramarye? Yes, it is I. Wait, this page looks oh, it's the last page of the book! You recall the diary, yes? It's the actual one. He actually had it? First, take a close look at this diary. Note that a page has clearly been ripped out. As it just so happens, I have here what I believe to be the missing page. Wait, let me see that. He was the one with the actual page? How could I forget? A scrap of paper lost me my attorney's badge. This is the real page that was torn from the book. Magnifique gave it to me that night. You could have told me this earlier, like 7 years earlier. Once again, I must apologise. It was all I could do to prepare for my escape from that courtroom. What the hell? My man. The greatest of Magnifique Gramarye's illusions are true art. As such, they are well protected by this document. Only its bearer may perform his illusions on stage. Sounds like a pretty important thing to have if you're his disciple. As the rightful heir to his art, I too wanted a rightful heir. Rightful? I'm sure you know who I chose as my successor. Your daughter. That is why I've risked all to come here tonight. Brushel. Sir! Ah, here you go. What's this? A letter passing the rights I have inherited to Trucy. I would have you sign here as a witness. But, I'm not a lawyer anymore. And you need a public notary, besides. Ah, I may not look it, but I'm a certified notary. You are? By day, I wear a notary's glasses and hunt for news. Also, by day, I wear a reporter's glasses and notarize. When I take off the glasses, I can't see very well. Your signature, please. This is the first reason I have come here tonight. Interesting. Oh, shit, it's that. I'm guessing Vlant must have killed the guy then. Ah, I finally figured it out. Now I know why you've come out of hiding only now. It's been 7 years, you said. Precisely. Oh. He's officially pronounced dead. There's a law that covers your situation. After 7 years, missing persons are considered to be legally deceased. So if someone was to vanish from the face of the earth 7 years ago, they would lose all rights as a living person after 7 years from that day. Not to mention all of their possessions. Exactly. Which is why I am here. I risk showing my face in public for the sake of this document. Before my 7 years are up. You might say, I am securing my daughter's inheritance. But do you really need this document? Wouldn't Trucy inherit your estate automatically? Not in this case, I'm afraid. This case? Yes, I received the performance rights from Magnifi Gramarye. However, this was done in secret without witnesses. Before Magnifi died, 2 potential successors to his repertoire were named. Myself, Zack Gramarye, and Valant Gramarye. Not Trucy. I see. So you do need this document. I have known Brushel since before I vanished. He is a man I trust. Well, I don't. Now only 3 know of my rebirth. And I took the liberty of looking into Trucy's background, and found you had no other close kin. It is as you say. Okay. I was kind of hoping he'd say something about the mother at this point. I know everyone else, but Trucy's mother is a mystery. Like a freaking... Ay. This person in the photo is Trucy's mother. How did you come by this? Trucy showed it to me. She said her mother was gone. Then it is so. Uh-huh. She's gone. What more is there to say? Lots? Ah, I know. Whoa, you're still here? According to my in-depth research, Trucy's mother, Magnifi Gramarye's only daughter. End quote. What? Magnifi's daughter? Is that true, Mr. Zack? Brushel, you say too much. Oh my god. That fucking Tyler. What? Why am I the bad guy? Why? Zack decked him. In any case, Mr. Wright, the discussion is over. Master Gramarye, she's the most mysterious of the whole lot. I need to gather me some more evidence, clearly. Well, the prelude may have been longer than the main attraction. Shall we begin our game? My final competition? Final? Why? As you said, I have come out of hiding today to make this document legally binding. Once that is done, I shall slip once more underground. Without seeing your daughter? It would be best if I did not. 7 years ago we played. 7 years ago I lost. I already lost to Magnifi. I do not care to lose to another. And I have heard that you never lose. It's just a rumour. Yes, for it is impossible to never lose, unless one has an ace up on one's sleeve. As a magician, it causes me no end of irritation to think a mere lawyer might be out there pulling the wool over so many eyes. Hey, I just signed your document for you. Maybe you could try lightening up. How was that? This is this. For my final competition, I will destroy your perfect record, Phoenix Wright. This will be my final performance. You are warned. This guy is beyond serious. So much for a fun evening of cards. Brushel, you may leave. But it's your last game. I mean, what a scoop. I punch and I punch, but still it is not enough. I just remembered a future prior engagement. Toodles, gentlemen. Oh, and nice meeting you, Piano Man. Then let us begin. Dealer! Da? You will be witness to our competition? Ah, it is honor for me. Why haven't I seen her around here before? Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe was his name. You know him? After a fashion? Listen, Phoenix Wright. One can learn much from a true competition. Remember this. The thing up yet? Nope. Oh, it is. Okay, now I can go back to that. Give me a second. Finally. Okay, give me 2 seconds. Borscht Bowl Club. Okay. Alright, we're back in it. The Gramarye power. I was close to understanding it, but I needed more. And I knew where to get it. Trucy's mother. I need to meet that reporter again, that was clear. And one other thing. From the moment my final competition with Zack began that night, a name was running through my head. The name of a man now in prison. A name Zack Gramarye knew. But how? And why? Oh, what a nice freaking cell, dude. Present day, Central Prison, Solitary Cell 13. Hey, man. Well, well, isn't this an unexpected surprise? What errand brings you down to my cramped confines? Gavin. Is this your idea of revenge, Phoenix Wright? Revenge for the events that took away your attorney's badge 7 years ago? My past is like my logic, straight and true. Nothing's changed. All I did was point the finger of justice in the proper direction. Fine. I'm glad we could have this little tete-a-tete, right? You look well, Phoenix Wright. You too, Gavin. Oh boy, Gavin's murder. Life has been full of surprises, for both of us. I've no doubt you never expected to lose that attorney's badge of yours. And I'll bet you never expected to wind up here. Shady Smith was the name of the man you killed. Did you know who he really was? Who he was? Zack Gramarye, you know, the defendant. I remember him, of course. Did you say Smith was Zack? Impossible. Don't even try to tell me it was a coincidence. What did I just say? Life is full of surprises, don't you think? After that trial you were arrested and found guilty, but your motive was never made clear. A mistake I plan to remedy. You're not an attorney anymore, Phoenix Wright. What possible conclusion do you think this investigation of yours can lead to? I killed a man named Smith with a bottle because I am an evil human being. Isn't that enough? Not for me, it isn't. I need to know why you did it, Gavin. You recall that case 7 years ago? Ah yes, the trial where Zack Gramarye pulled his famous vanishing act. My brother won his fair share of praise and adoration for that trial, as I recall. Genius prosecutor reveals crooked attorney, was it? That was when I met you, wasn't it? Was it now? Bar Association Review Board voted unanimously for the strictest punishment. Unanimous. Save for one dissenting opinion. Yours. It was my brother who was responsible for putting you in that position after all. For 7 years we've been friends. And yet I still don't understand you. But right, your friendship towards me was never pure. You suspected me then as you still do now, don't you? Honestly, right now I'm not sure what I think. Neither do I. Reason for murder. You didn't just brain a guy with a juice bottle for no reason. Tell me why you did it! Persistent, aren't you? I came here because I remembered something. The night of our game, that Gramarye mentioned your name, Gavin. Ah, that reminds me. I saw a familiar face as I entered this restaurant. He did not seem to notice me, however. Gavin, I believe was his name. After that, he was killed, and I asked you to help me. Because I remembered your kindness back when everyone had turned on me. I seem to be in a bit of trouble. Something like that. Dead. Someone hit him hard. Me? Please, the cops should be here any minute. I'm in your hands. Should it come to that? I have to know. Why did you kill Shady Smith? No, Zach Gramarye. Yep. Jesus! Whoa! I've never seen Cyclops like these. Dark, cold, full of despair. Can I even unlock these things? Something wrong, right? No, it's nothing. You shouldn't push yourself so hard. Life is to be taken easy, you know. Doing his nails. What is that? You're thinking, what self-respecting man would use nail polish? Not really. I know appearances are a big thing with you. You know what I say? One cannot live a beautiful life without beautiful nails. First rate in all things, except nothing less. Certainly does look like first-rate nail polish. I like the sparkly bowl. It's crystal. If you're so drawn to it, please have one. It's on me. Okay. Guess I have that now. We'll come back to this. To the past! We're going back in time. The good old days. I wish we could turn back time to the good old days. 7 years ago, Drew Studio. I figured you'd come here sooner or later. Hey man. I decided on sooner. Drew Mission, was it? I haven't done anything illegal. And I didn't come here to whine about past events. I wanted to ask you some questions. I suppose you have that right. That day, the entire court descended into chaos. Only you stood still, your eyes calmly watching. I admit, it made quite an impression on me. I'm used to finding myself in outrageous situations. You're bloody right with that one. Phoenix Wright, was it? I'll answer what I can. I'm not sure, but it feels like I'm being watched intensely. Oh, hello. Farah. Ah, this is my daughter. Farah, say hello. She's looking at thumb. She's gone. Shall we begin then? Judging from this place, you're a painter. Not sadly a profitable one. I never sold a painting. It's a source of considerable embarrassment. Oh dear. I'd be able to get by were it only me. Your daughter? Her mother grew weary of me and left. I don't want her to grow up needy, Mr. Wright. That is why I began my other occupation. Forgeries. Don't look at me with those eyes. I know what it is that I do. Ooh, excuse me. More than half the paintings they bring me are stolen. And who knows what my copies are used for. But some of your works aren't paintings, correct? You may not believe me when I tell you this, but that was my first work outside of painting. What? To think it would be used as evidence in the murder trial. I never even imagined the possibility. Then why did you take the job? I was well paid. Very well paid. I think he feels worse about it than I do. The past is hard to escape. Honestly, the sooner I can put this behind me, the better. With apologies to you, of course. Sorry, but it's not going to be quite so easy. He's trying to forget what he made. Looks like I'll have to remind him. Yeah, we'll do that. Oh, the envelope. Maybe I'll just sidle on over here for a closer look. That's an awfully small frame. What's that inside it? A stamp? Ah, please don't touch that. I'll get in trouble. That stamp belongs to Vera, you see. She always puts it somewhere she can see it. Ooh, that's nice. That's Sakon Volant, the Granmarys, isn't it? The post office issued that commemorative stamp last year, when the Granmarys were at the height of their popularity. Not anymore. Now that one of them has vanished off the face of the earth. Vera went to see one of her shows when she was quite small. She's been a dedicated fan ever since. We watched them every time they came on TV, until the end. I see. That stamp's quite hard to come by, I hear. I still wonder how she got her hands on it. Hell yeah. Ay ay. Your work. Don't try to pretend you've forgotten. Sure, all you did was make a copy, but that copy might have destroyed the life of an innocent man. I'm responsible too, which is why I have to know. And you have to tell me. I knew it would be difficult to escape this. Then, let's talk. Let's talk. Well then, ready to tell me about this work you did? It was unlike anything I had attempted before. I guess it would be a little different from paintings. That is not what I mean. In all my previous work, it sufficed to create a copy. This wasn't a copy. The client gave me two things that day. The first was a sample page as reference. The second, a printed document I can only surmise was written by my client. You used the real writing as a reference to reproduce what the client wrote? Yes. As I said, it was my first job of that nature. So, who was your client? As I said in court, I do not know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester. I never met them. Not personally, Oh, he knows! He knows! Ah, a Cyclock. Of course! It seems like you're still hiding something. Something about this work. Yo, 3D. You're hiding something. Let's hear it then. What are you hiding from me, Mr. Mission? I'm sorry, but I really don't know. I never met the client. True, when I asked the client's name, there were no Cyclocks in sight. Regardless, you're hiding something. You have to be, otherwise it wouldn't make any sense. Why are you doing this to me? Well, I made my stand. No backing down now. So, what's Mission hiding? I can pretty much piece together what it is from what you said. What is it then? You told me what you knew about the client, and I couldn't see any Cyclocks. The Cyclocks? Is that some sort of asylum security, or a new hairstyle perhaps? But then they did show up, didn't they? Who was your client? As I said in court, I do not know. Really? Even for such a suspicious request? If it was me, I'd want to know as much as I could about the requester. I never met them, not personally, Not personally. Those words triggered the Cyclock. Again with these Psycholocks. Now I really must know what they are. So, you didn't meet with the client, but someone else did. Maybe the real forger behind this evidence. Perhaps I'm hung up on this lock business. But I'm afraid you've lost me. Yeah, well, I didn't come here to talk about Cyclocks. As long as I come to the right conclusion, it doesn't matter how I got there. And your conclusion is? The real forger behind this wasn't you, Mr. Mission. Poppycock. I don't know what you're talking about. That's my work, I tell you. Made here in my studio. Who else could it have been but me? And that's the real question, isn't it? If the forger wasn't you, then I don't have many other people to choose from. The real forger at Drew Studio is... We've already figured this one out. The real forger is your daughter, Vera Mission, isn't it? Ridiculous! My daughter's only 12 years old, Mr. Wright. I've always been more one for landscapes, not surrealism. Nice comeback, but you're shaking in your boots. I've got you now. The only two people with access to the studio are you and your daughter. The Cyclops tell me you're not the forger, which makes your daughter the only possibility. I feel very much on the verge of going Psycholock myself. Yeah. I don't know how you knew, but you're right. The one who made this page was my daughter, Vera, not I. She's only 12. A genius, you might call her. A precocious little girl, outshining her father. There's been a lot of that going around recently. I let her play in the studio and she watched me. She taught herself in that way. The drafting tools and analytical devices I bought when they became necessary, they're my little girl's playthings now. Ah, do I detect a bit of fatherly pride? So, Vera was the one who made this page. Would she know who the client was then? Actually, the client came once. Here, to this studio. What? Why didn't you say so sooner? But their face was covered and they didn't want to talk to me. So, they talked to your daughter? I will speak only with the artist, the client told me. And that little girl is the key to our mystery client's true identity. Okay, what do I do now? Maybe I should talk to her father a bit more, or is it time to turn my attention to Vera? Mr. Misham, I have a request. Let me guess, you'd like to speak with my daughter. Can I? My daughter has never been one to talk to strangers. She's quite shy, extremely so actually, with only one exception, which was, oddly enough, it was that client. I left the studio while they talked. I returned when they had finished and she was laughing. It was the first time I'd seen anything of the sort. Oh, please, let me speak with her. Alright. Uh-oh, this could be tough. And then there's this. My stamp. Hey, she spoke! She can talk! Yeah, so this stamp, how can I keep her talking? Isn't True Gramarye amazing? Ah. Yes? Oh. I especially like those two, Zack and Valant. I mean, they're, just so magical. Aren't they? Aren't they? Yeah, whenever I go to one of their shows, I'm like, whoa, magic, you know? Me too, I love them. They're so cool. It's like magic. Yeah. Alright, she's talking. Not saying much, but it's a start. I went and saw them with Father the other day. The opening ceremony at the Gramarye Museum of Magic. The Gramarye Museum? They have one of those? I guess it makes sense now that they have their own commemorative stamp. So, have you been to one of their shows? Just once, when I was little, with Father. The Gramarye's on stage. It was like a dream. Disappearing, reappearing, cutting apart, pulling back together, they do it all. Yeah, maybe you can keep telling me stuff like this. You know, about Zack and Valant maybe? Oh, sure. Alright, better get asking before she changes her mind. Alright. I don't go outside much. I like to paint in here. Why don't you like the outside? There's bad people out there. Well, true, but there are lots of good people too. I don't know. Actually, I should tell you, she was almost kidnapped once. Kidnapped? Since then, she's been... well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house. I see. Wait, that doesn't make sense. You said she went to the Gramarye Museum. You, in fact. Ah, yes, actually, she was quite insistent on it, much to my surprise. That was the first and last time she expressed such a desire to me. That person gave me a good luck charm. A good luck charm? When I absolutely had to go outside. Yes, apparently she received something, a gift. From that client, actually. She won't tell me what it was. Father, I told you to keep that a secret. From that client, huh? This I have to hear about. So, your father tells me you're good at painting all sorts of things? I really like painting, a lot. Father is always very happy when I paint them exactly the same. So, you did this too? Oh yes, that was my first job. Your first? All I used to do was paint the same thing I saw. But this was totally different. The pen slips, and the way the writer held the pen and the pressure on the nib, I had to use a microscope and analyze it on the computer. She seems happy. Odd, her work was the last nail in the Gramarye coffin, and I guess no one told her. The stamp! They're the best in the world! Huh? Oh, you mean True Gramarye? Oh, of course. Father gave it to me. Your father? I also like how, what's her name? Felicity, or whatever her name is? And Trucy's like dressed the same way. Good morning then. No, not small, but hello. Hi, still not small. Never small. But I asked him about it. He didn't know how you got it. I guess I just took it, yeah. Took it? Father got a letter from that person. That person? You mean that letter was from the client? Oh, we talked about the Gramaryes forever that day. I'm sure that's why I was sent that stamp. I didn't want to just send it back, so I took it. They're a sneaky one, this client. So they were trying to get on our good side. The client. So, you met the person that asked you to do this job? And you talked with them? What's this about a good luck charm you received? I can't talk about it. Eh? If I do, it won't work anymore. That's what I was told. Yeah, but I really have to know. Oh. Cool, man. Right, time to do some psych unlocking. Yo, 3D. The client! You seem to trust this client. Quite a lot, in fact. Because they gave you the stamp? No, that's not why. They listened to me, to my problem. The problem that keeps her inside all the time? Don't go outside if you don't want to. That's what they told me. But when I absolutely have to go out, all I had to do was use a good luck charm. A good luck charm that your client gave you? I think I know what your client might have given you, actually. Is this your good luck charm? This was what they gave you, wasn't it? Ah, the same bottle's over there on your desk. Your good luck charm, right, bruh? I literally took this nail polish 7 years into the past. What the fuck is this? What am I doing? Why is this a thing? I literally took a nail polish bottle from the present day, took it 7 years into the past, and somehow shoved this into her face. I thought this was some sort of like VR shit, but this is blowing my mind. This is blowing my mind. What the fuck is this? I'm actually genuinely confused. What on earth? What on earth is this? Oh my good lord. Oh my word. Your good luck charm, right? I heard once, cosmetics were once thought to ward off evil. This is a magic bottle. It has the power. Ah, of course it does. Does it have the touch? I'll just refrain from commenting any more on that one. I think I know who gave you that bottle, actually. It's gonna be fucking Kristoff. The one who asked you to do this job. Was this the client? He's fucking 25 years old. It was actually Apollo! This man is a friend of mine. Know him? His name is Kristoff Gavin. He's a lawyer, actually. I promised. I promised not to tell. Badgering a witness. I'm sorry, I can't talk about the client, I promised. If I break my promise, the spell won't work. I don't need a name anymore, I got my answer. You're pretty confident in this charm then? I think. They might be the devil. Oh! Huh? Or maybe an angel. What do you mean? I saw it, or I think I saw it when they gave me this. I saw the devil's face. Are you saying the client's face looked like the devil's? No, the client was gentle, with a gentle smile. So where'd you see this devil then? It was so quick. I don't remember well. But that's when I knew that person wasn't like other people. That's why I believe in my good luck charm. I'm not sure what this devil she saw was, but it's pretty clear that Christoph Gavin has her charmed. Well, I think that's all. I'll be leaving now. I'm sorry for what happened. If you want to apologize, try my client, Zach Gramarye. Did I do something bad? What makes you think that? Your eyes, they're sad. Very sad. I'll put on my smile next time I come, promise. I hope to see you smile then too, Vera. Oh, okay. Take care. Thinking back on my first encounter with the young forger, I witnessed something of vital importance that day. Of course, by the time I realized it, it was already too late. Right, I love how this game is called Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, and yet most of this last case I've been playing as fucking Phoenix. Like, holy shit. Oh, we got one more here. "7 years ago. Detention center. Visitor's room. Hey man, what strange sight doth mine eyes behold? Excuse me? Two men on either side of a single transparent pane. Yet it seems fickle fate has switched sides, so to speak. The forger of fakes walks freely, while the innocent languishes within these plexiglass confines. Ain't no proof that I forged anything, nor proof that I took the life of my dear mentor. Yet these chains cannot hold me for long. The stage awaits, and what, may I ask, awaits you? A little piano and a cold little hole in the wall? But since you are here, what shall we discuss? The shooting of Magnifie Gramarye, for one. Who pulled that trigger? Vaillant or his partner Zach? His partner vanished before the answer could be found. If I'm going to get any closer to the truth, this is the place to start. A fateful trial. I have to hand it to my partner. He knows how to make an exit. That's talent. Yes, he made my attorney's badge disappear and he never even touched it. Glory spotlight always leaves someone weeping in the shadows. Yet his very disappearance is itself a revelation. Revealing what? That Gramarye killed Magnifie. It's as good as a signed confession. That's certainly been public opinion's take on it. I grow tired of my cage, and the time of my release is near. I must go and prepare. Planning on jumping back into the magic right away? As long as an audience awaits with bated breath, there will be Vaillant, and also... Yes, now that my partner has disappeared, Magnifie's repertoire is mine. Vaillant Gramarye has a tradition to uphold. That true. Seen in this light, the trial was quite good to me, verdict or no. And you can't pay for that kind of publicity. Blackmail. The suspicion on you hasn't lifted entirely, Vaillant. After all, you received one of those letters too. You are just as obligated to follow Magnifie's instructions as your partner. So I was, but only Zach Gramarye followed them. Let's not speak any more of who shot what. Now that my partner has vanished, the question is moot. I'm more interested in learning something else, actually. What might that be? I want to know what Magnifie had up his sleeve. How could he coerce you and your partner to kill him? The trick up his sleeve? Perhaps you do not know. Know what? A great magician never reveals his secrets. Oh boy. That's a lot of locks. I didn't think it'd be that easy. The audience must remain forever in the audience, bathing in the reflected glow of the spotlight. Here we go again. The trick up his sleeve. I'm flying by the seat of my pants on this one. There must be a path leading from the evidence to the truth. And that's what I'm going to find. To ask someone to take a life, even one not long for this world, that's asking someone to commit murder. Yes, our mentor was fond of dramatic moves and dramatic finales. And he got his wish. His life was taken. What weakness could be so powerful as to coerce someone into committing murder? I guess it was a matter of life or death. Care to explain? Your troupe lived in a world of showmanship. The flashier, the better. And flashy so often means danger, doesn't it? Let us make this as painless as possible. If you have proof of this danger, then show it. Why, that's one of ours! Specially designed for your show, I gather. A single bullet. One shot. One opportunity. Mon spaghetti. What are you suggesting? We are magicians, Mr. Wright, not murderers. I'm not crying murder, Mr. Vaillant. I'm crying something far more tragic. An accident. Zack and Vaillant's quick draw shoot 'em. How long has it been since those shots were last heard? Was the shooting cancelled because someone might get hurt? Of course! What other reason could there be? Well, it could have been cancelled because someone had already been hurt. Fascinating, my Faustian forging friend. But tell me, what can you prove of a single pistol? Well, tell me what would have happened if there had been an accident. What if one of your bullets took a life on stage? Performance of magic is not concerned with what-ifs. It is concerned with precision. Precisely whom do you claim we shot? Looks like I've chosen the right path. Let's just hope he walks it with me. Life was sacrificed so that the show might go on. And this shows who it was. Oh, was it her mother? But that's Zack Gramarye's wife and Trucy's mother. Thalassa, I believe was her name. Alakazam! But how can you say this? How can you say she was struck by one of our bullets? Still in denial mode, eh? Thalassa was at the greatest risk of being shot. And this clearly shows just how much danger she was in. True, Gramarye's performances were very, very popular. So popular they even made a commemorative stamp at the height of your fame. We were not merely the latest craze, we were an age, a golden age. It's all here on this stamp. There's Thalassa, yes? Trucy's mother is missing, I hear. What happened to her? I don't know. Part of his memory is still locked up. There is one thing you're failing to address. What's that? As you say, our troupe was a world unto itself. If our leader, Magnifi, was so inclined, he could hide anything he wished with ease. But, Mr. Wright, then he would have hid a crime, making him an accomplice. Not a great foundation for blackmail. Vaillant's got a point. If one of the troop members died in an accident and Magnifi covered it up, his innocence would come into question. Found the right address, Mr. Wright? So close! There has to be something. About how Thalassa's death could affect Zack and Vaillant's relationship with Magnifi. I see in your eyes. You still have something to say. How can you possibly prove more than you already have? I'll prove why Thalassa's accident tied your hands so completely. It's going to take a little knowledge of the players to crack this one. The accidental death of Zack's wife tied both your hands, and this information proves why Magnifi held so much power over you. It wasn't a question of who shot Thalassa. Thalassa herself was the problem. What do you mean? She was Zack Gramarye's wife, Trucy's mother, and Magnifi Gramarye's only daughter. There was a terrible accident, and the two of you killed your mentor's only daughter. If that wasn't the key to Magnifi's power over you, I don't know what was. It was an accident! I like the flags. There's no proof, none at all, but Thalassa went missing, and your mentor blackmailed both of his disciples. It doesn't take a genius to put one and one together. Ours was a complex family. You mean Troupe Gramarye? The master, Magnifi Gramarye, his only daughter, and his two disciples. That does sound like a recipe for disaster, doesn't it? Do not be tempted into faulty flights of fancy. Yes, there was an accident, but that is all it was, an accident. Zack and Valance tour de force. The guns ablaze, the bullets fly straight towards that beautiful body on stage. And then crash! Oh. Oh, my OBS disconnected. What has happened? Chat, we back? My OBS disconnected temporarily. OBS, please. Yeah, we back? Are we so back? I assume we are. That was weird. Are we okay? Are we good? I assume we're good. Second. Why does it not say I'm live? What are we doing? No, I am live. Why does it not say I'm live on Twitch, though? What is happening? Oh dear. What is happening? I am confuddled. Oh, now it says I'm live. Okay, cool, man. Doesn't say I am on Discord though. What a weird thing. Wait, it says I'm offline on. Hold on. Hold on. Why does it say I'm offline on here? I am confused. It doesn't say I'm live on the dashboard, but it says I'm live on the main website. Don't chat, you might get an echo. Don't chat, you might get an echo. Okay, I am live. Why does this not say why does it say I'm not live on the stream manager? What are we doing? Chat, I am confuddled. I am doofenschmortzed. It says I'm live on the Twitch page, but it doesn't say I'm live on my creator dashboard. It's very weird. Oh, chat, I'm so confused. I got like a freaking Schrodinger's string going on right now. Am I live or not live? I had to restart it. No, I didn't want to do that. If I stop the stream, will it stop the recording? Yeah, give me 2 seconds. Yeah, this is fucking bizarre, dude. I want to stop the stream, but not stop the recording. Assuming that's in the settings. Give me a sec. Oh, now I'm live again. Okay, good. Okay, I didn't even do anything, but I guess it worked. Thanks, Seribot. Okay. We're back on. That was fucking bizarre. That was actually genuinely weird. Thanks, Twitch. Sorry about that on the recording, YouTube. My Twitch just had literally a meltdown. I guess my OBS had a meltdown too. What the fuck? What the actual shit? Doesn't say I'm live on Discord, but whatever. I guess we'll continue. Solid. And then crash, zing, pow into everything but her. Now that is magic. It happened one day when we were practicing. Same trick with a new twist. And tragedy. Like that song from Steps. But for whose bullet stole Philassa's life? We shall never know the answer. Philassa disappeared from our lives and Zack was bereft of his wife. Lucy lost her mother. And Magnifi, his daughter. Wait, I feel like there's some weird, like, shit going on. And that led to blackmail, I take it. It's all part and parcel of the darkness that comes when the curtain falls. Why did Magnifi Gramarye try to cover up the accident? It was his own daughter who died. All I can say is, it was a critical time for Troop Gramarye. The passing of the torch from Magnifi to Zack and Valant. We all sacrificed so that it might be a success. Philassa's death was the greatest sacrifice of all, yet even when her life was extinguished, her presence was not. What do you mean? In time, we, myself and Zack, found we could no longer oppose Magnifi's wishes. Magnifi forced us to perform his art for his benefit. I see, I guess I can understand. I mean, he did lose his only daughter. But do you not find cowardice in his actions? To decide to hide the truth of your own daughter's death is one thing, but then to hang that death as a guillotine above our heads? Things were dark behind the scenes of Troop Gramarye, that's for sure. Does Trucy know? She was not told, naturally. Who would want to know that their father might have taken their mother's life? True. I had not thought of that accident for a very long time. I'm sorry to dredge up old memories, but this has helped a lot. Not to find Magnifi's slayer, I should think. True. After that accident, there was one who came sniffing, quite persistently. A reporter? He called himself a newsman at the time. Often, I spied him lurking around the dressing room doing his research. Would you happen to remember his name? His name... Sorry, I've forgotten. But in the course of his interviewing, he became quite close to my partner, Zack. I liked him not. I see. His name, I do not recall, but his scent, the cloying aroma of... It was Brushel. It was Brushel. Yes, whenever he smiled, which was far too often. I see. Thanks for your help. It does no good to interfere with the past, Mr. Wright. You will not uncover answers, only wounds. I'm sorry. I had begun to notice a dark curtain hanging over Troop Gramarye, and I began to realise what I had to do. I had to protect Trucy from that darkness. The reporter he mentioned. The newsman, I never learned who that was at the time. Though I've got a pretty good idea who it is now. That smile and the sickly sweet smell of mint. The last floss thin thread connecting Zack Gramarye to this world. Sooner or later, I'd have to track him down. I'm guessing we're going to the present. Because that's the only thing we got left. Bruce, Studio, and something. Wait, what the hell? Oh, these are not done because of the Cyclops. Fair enough. Bruce Studio. We're back here. I remember this place. Eh? Well, what do we have here? Remember me? Of course I remember you. Journalist meets ex-attorney in bar, end quote. Can I ask what you're doing here? Mr. Mission was poisoned and his daughter's... Oh, yes, I know. Oh, how I know, yes. Caused me no end of grief, to be honest. Journalist wishes he tracked down Case just a little quicker, end quote. Were you on the trail of this case the whole time? Zack Gramarye was a good friend. Zack said something to that effect back at the Borscht Bowl Club. What a character. What a man! If a little... No, a lot... No, extremely rough around the edges. You think I could ask you a few questions? Oh, you serious? I mean, I'm usually the interviewer, not interviewee. Journalists ask questions, not other way around. End quote. Fine, shoot, I don't care. People have been asking me all sorts of things lately. It was tragic what happened to Drew Misham and his daughter. Forgery is a serious crime, and they paid the price. You know what really did them in, though, don't you? Yes, a forged diary page. The night I interviewed him, I found out something about Mr. Misham I hadn't known. What's that? You know, he always felt like he was being watched. Every day for 7 years. Walls of ears, potatoes of eyes, end quote. Being watched? You mean he felt guilty? No, I'm not talking about feelings here. You know, I felt watched too. The whole time I've been on this case, no less. Journalist gets tingling sensation on back of net. Yes, back of net. Back of the net! It's football. Back and neck. Freaks out, end quote. Because you felt guilty? Why would I feel guilty? You felt like you were being watched, huh? I wonder what that all means. Paranoia. Drew Misham felt like he was being watched. And you along with him. You sure it wasn't just nerves? Nerves? No, it's nothing so mundane. I stopped paying attention to my nerves a long time ago. But I felt it too. Journalist sure he's being watched, end quote. Do you wonder why Zach Gramarye got rubbed out after 7 years? Right after coming into contact with me? He completely vanishes from that courtroom. Then for 7 years he talks to no one, not a soul. Then just as the remaining time was almost up, he contacts me in order to have this made. And then he dies. Starting to put the pieces together, are we? And you were being watched this whole time? Maybe not just me. Maybe you were too. Me? I met Zach through that case, actually. You mean the shooting of Magnify Gramarye? No, before that. It's not widely known. You mean the accident during the quick draw shooting practice? My, you're well informed. You should have seen me back then. I dug up quite the scoop. I wanted it all. Money, fame, women, a little puppy, all for me. I was younger then, and my days and nights smelled of fresher mint than they do now. Aunt Gramarye did mention one particularly nosy reporter. In fact, I was on close speaking terms with Magnify Gramarye at the time. I knew his daughter too, of course. Thalassa, was it? Really? And Thalassa disappeared, quite suddenly at that. And Magnify wouldn't say a word about it. Yeah, my evil habit got the better of me. Journalist catches scent of a scoop, goes on feeding frenzy. End quote. I set up a one-on-one interview with Thalassa's husband, see? That Gramarye. Something strange was in the air over at True Gramarye in those days. The whole screwy, mental, controlling disciples scene started by then, I'm guessing. Thalassa, she was part of it all, right? Come on, you can tell me off the record. Sorry, I don't know. Anyway, I kept prying and eventually became friends with Zach. Sure, he punched me once or twice, or 5 times, but over time he came to see me as his confidant. And he's been waiting this whole time. 7 years, eh? Waiting? For his big comeback, of course. A big revival of the Magnify Miracle. Of course it was all a dream. Because of this. The performance rights. In the absence of any official documents, he was golden. Who's to say the old man didn't give his rights to both Zach and Vaillant? But Vaillant waited until Zach died. Well, legally at least. Time finally comes and Vaillant's like a kid on Christmas morning. He's getting ready for his show at the Sunshine Coliseum, you know. If that document sees the legal light of day, it's going to put a bit of a damper on the big show. He's a sorry one, that Vaillant Gramarye. Lost out to his partner at work and in love too. Love? And it's the same old story, really. 2 disciples and their mentor's only daughter. What has 3 sides and all of them pointy? A love triangle. That is pretty classic. When you're in the performing troupe, that's your world. It's like family. One with an entire high school's worth of drama, intrigue and backstabbing. And in the middle of all this, Thalassa has Trucy. And then she dies. I need to find out more about this Thalassa. Look at this. Mr. Brushall, do you know this person? Oh, I know that person, of course. I was friends with Zach after all. He hit me a few times, 5 times actually. But still, I never forget his wife. Thalassa Gramarye. Magnify Gramarye's only daughter. Do you think you could tell me more about her? Well, why the heck not? Yeah, tell me everything, man. So, Thalassa married Zack and had Trucy, see? It was her second marriage, actually. You mean she was divorced? I hadn't heard this one before. Not quite. Her late husband was a performer too. Apparently he died during some gig. Tragic, really. They had only been married 1 year. I didn't know. Ah, but she was a beauty. I still carry a portrait photo of her around, you know. Oh, we got an ad. Sorry, chat. Because of the fucking thing going down and out. I'm sorry. I know what happened there. I'm not sure if it was my internet or freaking Twitch did a thing. Twitch has had some issues recently, so that might be it. But, I mean, my internet didn't go down from the looks of it, so I'll assume that was a Twitch thing. Thanks, Twitch! I was able to, like, click on other things. God damn it, Twitch. Anyway, there we go, ad's over. I know Trucy since she was a little thing too. You got the better deal, really. She's got you for family, after all. What do you mean? Just reminiscing, you know. Thalassa has another child besides Trucy, end quote. What? But Trucy said she was an only child. Ah, yes, this one she had with her previous husband. Her previous husband? Her first husband who died during a performance? Yep, they had themselves a kid. Another orphan now. That's another one who slipped through the cracks. No idea where they are now. Thalassa had another child. You think I could borrow that photo? Sure, I could be generous on occasion, you know. Interesting. I won't need this locket anymore. Better return it to Trucy before I forget. People and events all get tangled together and get biggerer and biggerer. Don't you think? I was too busy wondering about biggerer to listen to what you were saying. Sometimes you just gotta accept that you won't be able to untangle the whole thing. I know very much about being biggerer. Larger. Maybe so, but still. I have to do what I can. And I have to tell what I find to those who come next. Next, you say? I'm not the one who will close the curtain on this little play. Apparently, that's not my role anymore. Magnifi. I was just wondering what Magnifi would think of all this. What do you mean? Haven't you seen it in Trucy? Got his power. You mean how I can't lie to Trucy? It was the same with Magnifi. And with his daughter, Thalassa. It's a strange thing. You think it's some gramarye, Jean? Magnifi told me once back when Zack married Thalassa. He said Zack had good eyes. But not good like a gramarye's eyes. Not that good. I wonder if Zack ever played a game of poker with his wife. Who knows what the gramarye's secret was? Maybe nobody now that Zack's gone. That gramarye. I think I'm starting to see the picture. The plot had finally begun to reveal itself. It sprouted from a warp in the gramarye fabric and grew, swallowing everything. That's just Vor. Wrapping itself around the gramarye's power. A power which passed from Magnifi Gramarye to Thalassa to the next generation. And I once again need to meet the one who bridged it all together. Dude, this fucking Mason system is fucking wild. I'm not sure I like it. Hey man. Gramarye's secret. I have to know more about this power of Trucy's. It's like she could see right into people's minds. The first time I saw her do it, it blew mine. And after you were done having your mind blown, you took her to play cards with you? Gotta use the resources at hand, I always say. Yeah, I myself have no such power. But Trucy does. Why's that? Maybe Trucy got her power from her mother? Thalassa Gramarye? I will not speak of that! Thalassa is officially missing, correct? I think I know why you don't want to talk about her. Have you tried stepping on the courtroom? That's my last resort. The three of you were a team once. Not that the entire country doesn't already know this. At your peak, you were the biggest stars around. Yet, there's another story behind the fame. One that not many know. Dead. Red Dead Redemption. Thalassa lost her life during a rehearsal. You and Valant Gramarie's bullets. It was an accident! It wasn't me! How could I shoot my dear Thalassa? I'm sure Valant would say the same thing. Why, it's just like another murder I might mention. Damn you! Her eyes. I love Thalassa's eyes. To think they could read my mind was frightening. Yet there was a warmth in them that felt like an embrace. She is dead, and Magnifique Gramarie has joined her. The only one with her power left now is Trucy? Mr. Zack? I do not know. Oh fuck. I didn't need any power to see through that one, buddy. There's someone else. Someone other than Trucy. I think I know who it is. Because we've been playing as him the entire time with this fucking perception shit. Someone who inherited Thalassa's power. Ha! How would I know? My chances are slim. It would take a miracle to learn the truth. Or maybe one has already occurred. There is someone else with the power, and I know who. This boy? His name is... I forget. Something weird. Who could he be? An attorney? Attorney? I noticed him when I went to visit a friend's law offices. So, what are we to make of this, oh great ex-attorney? You could show me pictures of strange boys all you like, but you could at least say something like, I'm this boy. I could use a laugh. Perhaps you wouldn't laugh if you knew the facts. This might not be 100% proof, but it's close. There's a link between this boy and Thalassa. Actually, it's more of a ring. Oh, the bracelet! Perhaps this will refresh your memory. I just so happen to have evidence showing this missing link. The bracelets! Actually, I know something. Your marriage to Thalassa was her second. How did you know this? The first husband. He died a year after they were wed, yes? He was a performer. They met when he joined us Gramarie's as a guest in our show. After Thalassa wed him, she left the troupe for a while. And you say she had a child then? I have a photograph of her here. I couldn't help notice what she was wearing when I first saw this. Those bracelets stand out. They are a Gramarie family heirloom. This boy wears a bracelet just like the ones in the picture. What? Oh, that's why. Why what, Mr. Zack? I took this photograph of Thalassa before she left us. When she returned, she wore only one bracelet. I bet I know where that other one went. She gave it to this boy. Her son. Dun dun dun! So Apollo and Trucy are related. They're like half siblings. That's wild. It's strange power. I myself do not know from where it comes. Yet the fact is that it is passed down the Gramarie line. It runs in their veins. What is it? I asked her, Thalassa once. This is what she told me. Her power responds to tension in others. Tension? If she were to face a person and it became tense, even slightly, then she would know, no matter how hard they tried to hide it from her. Oh, she could see it? Not quite. This is the strangest part of it all. She wouldn't realise that she was subconsciously detecting this tension without the use of a particular object, or in her case, objects. Objects? Wait, were they something she wore? Yes, her bracelets. I admit, the first time I saw one of those, I felt there was more to it than just fashion. But what kind of power could a bracelet have? I've made a decision. I will tell you all I know. Consider it a gift. Oh, good lord. Well, I hardly need you to tell me at this point, but those two. Brother and sister, yes. And the brother, too, has this power of theirs. But Trucy has an older brother. I wonder what will come of that. Mr. Wright, tonight, after our game is done, I will return to a life of hiding. I would not see her live a life without knowing. I understand. I'll tell the two of them when the time is right. I am in your debt, once again. No kidding. What I want to know is how all this got to be so messed up. Bracelets? Those bracelets are made of a special alloy. It is said to expand and shrink very slightly in response to body warmth. So they're temperature sensitive or something? Yes. This is how they can shrink to the exact size of their wearer's wrist! And this has something to do with the power? What have I told you? The Gramarye power reacts to tension in others. When a Gramarye senses tension, they too become tense. And this tension translates into minute contractions of the muscles. So minute they cannot sense it on their own. Their muscles? Oh, so that's what the bracelets are for. With a bracelet on, one can sense these contractions, because the bracelet is always a perfect fit. So when the person they're watching gets tense, the bracelet feels tighter on their wrist. Precisely. But that alone doesn't really count as mind reading. I believe I understand how the process works from there. It's a simple question of eyesight. Eyesight? I guess that sounds simple enough. Have you ever heard of kinetic vision? I've heard of Kinect, does that count? Something about the ability to see moving objects with full clarity, right? I've heard of it before. They say athletes can see a moving ball like it was stopped, if they focus. Oh, but it's not confined to sports alone. It all relies on the ability to focus. When we focus, we can see many things. The faintest twitch of the face and the meaning that lies behind it. Therein lies one of the secrets of magic. One must know the mind of a crowd before one may distract it. So, basically what you're saying is, the Gramaryes can see really well? For them, seeing is more than believing, it is knowing. Their power relies on eyesight combined with exceptional focus. Things are starting to come into focus for me too. Of course, it is difficult to maintain such levels of focus for any length of time, but what if someone could tell you when to focus? Or something. Precisely. But wait, Trucy doesn't have any bracelets. You are talking about Poki, yes? The timing of when to focus is so elementary, she probably does it without thinking. I doubt Trucy herself has realised this. That is all I know of things, Gramarye. Thank you, Mr. Zack. If this boy's bracelet is the real thing, then he will use it before long, thereby awakening his power. I'll keep that in mind. Well, shall we play a game? I said so much. Let me say one more thing. I will tell you of that night. That night? The night my mentor, Magnifie Gramarye, passed from this world to the next. There were 2 pistols and 2 letters sent. This was Magnifie's test. Test? In his last years, Magnifie Gramarye worked us to the bone. No, to the pain! But that night I could not shoot him. So I shot the clown's forehead instead. This, it seems, was the correct answer. Take this. I'll give my art to you, Zack. But what? It is thanks for playing along with my show. You shot well tonight, Zack. Though I would not have minded dying by your hand. How could I shoot you? You're my mentor. Bah! I thought you might say that. If I went home without shooting anything, what would you have done then? Then, of course, I would have given Volant his chance. And if I had shot you in the forehead instead, then it would be over. If you and Volant were to shoot me in the head, then I to the darkness would go, and my art with me. A fitting end, don't you think? Ah, yet this ending too gives me no cause for regret. I thank you, Zack. And I am sorry. I have done much that was wrong in my day. Dude, this whole magic thing is crazy. It seems to me that Magnifie wanted you to be his successor all along. That's why the time he gave you was earlier than Volant's. Perhaps, but it is not something we'll ever know for sure now. I wonder, what is Volant up to these days? Waiting for you to die. Is 7 years passed like this, the performance rights go to him? Ah. And now here I am, and his dream has ended. Worse than that, actually. Public opinion's a fickle thing, you know. What? You don't mean to tell me they've put the blame for our mentor's death on him? The trial ended when you vanished, Mr. Zack. There were even rumours that Volant had helped you pull it off. But that's madness! Well, it seems that before I can once again disappear from this world, I have one more act to perform. Isn't it odd that sorting out my life should prove so complicated, even though I'm dead? Ooh. That night Zack Gramarye was killed. He died as Shady Smith, a mysterious traveller with a secret past. But he left one thing behind before he parted. This. Oh shit! His confession. To use as I saw fit. Of course, he'd killed no one. This was his way of tying up loose ends with his old partner, Vaillant Gramarye. Oh shit. Gonna try and get his partner out of it. So neither of them killed her. Neither of them killed him, huh? I wonder if it was fucking Kristoff the whole time. Hey, Vaillant. Well, this is a blast from the distant past. Long time no see, Mr. Vaillant. 7 years has it been. Frankly, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. Actually, I came because there's something I want to ask you. I've spoken to the press. I've nothing more to say. I've spoken to a lot of people myself and come to some conclusions. But then I realized I needed to hear it from you. I have walked a difficult road these past 7 years. Because you couldn't perform Magnifie's repertoire? Do not be deceived! Vaillant's skill is the real deal. I do not require my mentor's hand-me-downs. No, it was my partner who slowed me on my way. Zack Gramarye. His rather well-performed disappearing act 7 years ago was the end. Oh, so I thought. Zack Gramarye murdered our mentor and fled to escape punishment for his crime. You said something to that effect 7 years ago, didn't you? I remember it as if it were only yesterday. Yet, that was not the way of it in the end. But while he vanished, the suspicions upon my own person never did! His partner Zack vanished to protect him. That's what those thieving magpies of a press said. I had no idea. Yet that very same press comes to me now, feigning interest. They cover the greatest magic show in history as if it were a vaudevillian distraction. And here must I stand, smiling at them all. What am I if not a player in some fiendish farce? Might I suggest it's because you never made it clear what happened? Magnifie's death is still a mystery to this day. Which is why I came here to get the answer from you. Oh, fuck. Only 2, huh? I knew I'd be seeing these sooner or later. The audience has no business stepping upon the stage. They must be content to sit and stare at the spotlight. That sounds an awful lot like something I heard 7 years ago. Here we go again. Magnifie's death. Ask what you will, you'll get nothing from me. I'm as much a part of this affair as you are now. I have to know what happened. 7 long years I have endured. Now, finally, the curtain lifts on my new golden age. All the miracles of our troupe within my grasp. Sorry to do this, Vaillant. But right now, I need answers. I think I'll start by dropping a bomb. That should shake things up. Or dropping a hoof! My hoof! Vaillant, I wouldn't be so sure about those miracles. Not as long as I have this. And what might that be? I see it bears the Gramarye seal. I should have brought this to your attention sooner, but I didn't imagine you'd be planning your comebacks quite so fast. What is this? A document showing the true recipients of the performance rights to Magnifie's miracles. What? Zack Gramarye? He wrote this? What? He passed everything to his daughter? Juicy enigma. Actually, she's officially my daughter these days. Preposterous! Zack is gone! Vanished into the void! This is the genuine article. Zack was alive when he wrote this. Both myself and the notary can testify to this. Wah! Why does fate toy with me so? Why must my life be lived in thrall to the dead? You're not the only one with that problem. But he shot Magnifie! Yes, it was Zack, it was! And then he left, and my career as magician fell into darkness. Did you think there might be some way out of it? Say if you could prove Zack Gramarye shot Magnifie? Was that why he testified? Yes, my way out! It should have been my way out! Well, it might not be too late, Mr. Vaillant. All you need is a way to prove your case. Who really killed Magnifie Gramarye? I believe I have the answer to your prayers right here. Zack Gramarye wrote one more thing before passing on. This is a confession! In which he admits to the killing of Magnifie Gramarye. See? All according to your plan. I am a magician by trade. Deception is my life's work. I fool the audience, give them a fleeting dream. Yet it seems the tables are turned. Now I am the audience, believing in the deceptions I have wrought upon myself. Zack wrote this right in front of me, after I explained your situation to him. Alakazam! Hey man. You do know that this confession is nothing but lies. Yes, it's my opinion that Zack Gramarye killed no one. Then you must be thinking the truth is a simple matter of elimination. Who received instructions to kill, but if one is innocent, then the one who remains is guilty. That would be the logical conclusion, yes. So he vanished to protect me, his partner. A stirring tale, 'tis true. Did you shoot Magnifique Gramarye in the forehead? If I had, and I told you, what would you do? Run to the police, perchance? Do as you will. There is nothing left for me now. It is true, after all. I have little talent. I needed my mentor Magnifique's repertoire. It was as if a little demon grabbed a hold of me. I knew it. The Vaillant Gramarye did kill the great Magnifique. So sorry, Mr. Wright, but it was not I who shot my mentor. What? But if it wasn't you, then who was it? There wasn't another disciple, was there? Another disciple, such as... I don't know. Knack and Talent Gramarye, maybe? Your wild fancies couldn't be further from the truth. Only Zack and Vaillant received those threatening letters. But there was another. One more person could have fired that pistol that night. And I suppose you figured it out by now. If it wasn't Zack or Vaillant who shot Magnifique, then it had to be the only other person at the scene. Which means... Wait. You don't mean... Yes? The great Magnifique Gramarye himself. Ooh! So Magnifique Gramarye committed suicide? You find it hard to believe. To be honest, I didn't even imagine it as a possibility. When I arrived that night, the old man was still alive. He appeared to be asleep. I could not shoot him, but when I turned and made to leave the room, the old man called out to me. So you spoke with Magnifique Gramarye? Yes, and this is why I knew what he had done. Magnifique transferred the rights to his repertoire to my partner, Zack Gramarye, not me. I see. Then I guess I owe an apology. I always thought you were the one who did it. You owe me no apology. Huh? My crime was, in a way, more serious than that of murder. What? Your crime? Is Vaillant Gramarye confessing something to me? What could be more serious than murder? You see, I knew that 2 letters had been sent. There are no secrets between partners, it was easy to find out. That was when I understood Magnifique's plan. He wanted to die by one of your hands? Little did I expect it had anything to do with the rights to his repertoire. That was when I heard it. The little demon whispering inside my heart. The demon? Let me confess, I had intended to shoot Magnifique. And I planned on framing my partner for the crime. What? That night, I prepared something before going to Magnifique's hospital room. Which was? IV fluid, of course. I'd seen it on an earlier visit. If Zack did not shoot, I would do the deed. Then I would use the IV liquid to place the murder on his hands. That was my plan. But you didn't shoot him. I could not. The demon in my heart fled when the moment came. But then Magnifique called me back. I am sorry, Vaillant. I am giving my magic to Zack, not you. You still like the draw he has. Please help him if you can. I left the room, and then I stopped. The shock of what I had just been told consumed me. That is when I heard that fateful gunshot. Magnifique Gramarye killing himself. Then the demon awoke anew within me. That killed him. He was the one. Frame him, and the magic will be yours. I altered the scene of his suicide. I took the pistol from his hand, wiped off the prints, and I used the syringe to add the IV liquid I bought. So in the end, things happened pretty much as planned. Magnifique died and you framed Zack for his murder. As planned, indeed. Of course, the outcome was somewhat different than I had anticipated. Well, what do you think? Do you believe my story? Can it be believed, truly? That was 7 years ago. I don't know what to believe, but... yes. I'm glad I heard it from you, Mr. Valant. Thank you. It is I who should be thanking you, Mr. Wright. Only when I had lost everything could I make my decision. You're gonna turn yourself in? My partner may have vanished, but not so my guilt. And as my guilt stays, all else begins to leave me. My friends, my performance rights, my magic. I've had enough of vanishing acts. I understand. I thought my life was ruled by a dead man. But I find I was wrong. For Zack Gramarye was alive. Well, not anymore. And now it occurs to me, what if he was not the only one who survived? You mean? You see, now that I think about it, I realise that we never saw proof of her demise. We never saw her body. Her? The mind races and the mouth flaps on. My apologies. Forget this matter. I can only hope that the day will come when I again meet my partner Zack Gramarye. Then I shall apologise for my terrible mistake. I am glad we had this chance to talk. Thank you. Man. Zack Gramarye, Shady Smith, whichever name you prefer, he is no longer with us. The truth revealed in that trial was only a sliver, and the impenetrable darkness that remained has taken another life. I knew what I'd have to do to push back the darkness for good, and if it would involve paying that man a visit, it would involve paying that man a visit. So we gotta go back to fricking Kristoff, right? Yeah. Alright, chat, I'm gonna go make my lunch. I'll be back and we'll see how this all wraps up, shall we? Should be fun. Alright then. Solitary cell number 13. Sorry, sir. Prisoner Christoph Gavin is currently occupied. I see. Do you know when he'll be finished? Well... could you go find out? Certainly, sir. Please wait here a moment. My apologies to the guard. But there's something I need to see. There it is. The yellow envelope. And the sender is... Drew Misham! I was right. When I arrived at the studio, Mr. Misham was at his desk. He seemed to be writing a letter, but he quickly sealed the envelope. It was a yellow envelope. I heard it was left at this crime scene. If this is the last letter that Mr. Drew Misham wrote, there's something I need to do. Last thing I need to do, in fact. Here goes. Let's see if this atropine spray finds anything. Oh. Oh. This was Drew Misham's messenger of death. It was this stamp, alright, no mistaking it. His last letter was sent to Christoph Gavin. The interview request came like you said it would, and they're looking into the case. I swear on my life I won't tell them about you, so please release the spell you put on my daughter. I'll write later a report. Gotcha! Finally, decisive evidence. What's this? A burglar in jail? Gavin! I didn't know you moonlighted in larceny, right? Gavin, there's something I have to ask you. Can I steal your stuff? The answer is no. My apologies, but there's not much I care to discuss. Barry Misham hasn't received a verdict yet. You follow me, Gavin? There are no known survivors of anthraquinine poisoning. But it never hurts to hope. Okay, I'll be leaving now then. Right, wait. Yeah, Gavin? Would you mind leaving that letter? It's private. Oh, sorry, forgot I had it. Many thanks. I guess we're done with the Mason system. Whoa, bulging! Look at that fisheye effect. Oh, that was the thing on his hat? Oh, fuck off. We've now seen all the clues in this case. Clues I gathered over 7 long years. Now it is time. Every story has an ending. We've come to the final chapter, the final trial. Find the truth. You're the only ones who can. Oh shit. What comes down to this? No, I didn't realise I got so close to that point. Yes, please. Welcome to court. 7 years, all leading to one verdict. A verdict which you must decide. Is the defendant Veramisham innocent or guilty? The courtroom doors are opening. Trial awaits. Are you ready to begin? What on earth? Preparations complete. Oh, did I hit A? Sure do. Thought the autoplay would cover it, but I guess not. Something inside me. Rising. Surfacing. Something important. Lost long ago. It's close now. So close. October 9th, 10 AM. Courtroom number 3. We're so back. Court is now in session for the trial of Veramisham. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Prosecution's ready to rock. Prosecutor Gavin, how's the defendant Veramisham's condition? Acute actroquinine poisoning. According to a physician, she could die at any time. Thus, her absence from the courtroom today. What? They can't put her on trial without her being here. It is unusual. They should wait for her to get better and do it then. It's so bureaucratic of them. That's being a little harsh. They can't delay the trial any longer. Or they risk having no one left to try. A trial without a verdict can only cause grief. The records of this case and experience tell us this. Apologies to the defendant, but the show must go on. Right, if Vera dies, the trial will be cancelled. I'm not going to let that happen. Mr. Wright told me everything that's been going on behind the curtain all these years. I'm going to get Vera her innocent verdict while there's still time. Very well. Your opening statement, Prosecutor Gavin? The prosecution's case is unchanged by recent events. Why did Veramisham succumb to poison? Because she couldn't live with the guilt of what she'd done. But Vera was poisoned with atropine. The exact same poison that took her father's life. What better confession could you ask for? Being the killer, she would have had access to the poison. Significant since it's rather hard to come by. That is true. In other words, I see no need for further discussion. We could have had our verdict yesterday. Well, Mr. Justice? If you have no objections, I see no reason to postpone the verdict. What we need to worry about isn't the verdict, but the trial itself. The defense holds that Vera Misham is the victim, not the killer. If that's so, then you have to prove something. She was in court giving her testimony before us. Bonk. How do you propose her killer poisoned her? Oh, and incidentally, it would be nice if you told us who her mystery killer was. Prosecution's objection is sustained. I asked the defense to prove its claims to this court. Tell us how Vera Misham was poisoned. I've got two things to prove here. Who did it and how? Which to hit first? How? How did the killer poison Vera Misham? I will focus first on the method used. Any comments before we begin, Prosecutor Gavin? Not a bottle or container of the poison was found on the defendant's body. I see. The vector of poisoning is unknown. Is the defense prepared to prove how the poison reached Vera Misham? Yes, Your Honor. Very well. What method was used to poison Vera Misham? There's the bottle. What's this? My, what a beautiful bottle. I'd like to give whoever designed that a hand. Ah, funny. That nail polish? It's colourless. Ah! Something the matter? No, nothing. Nothing at all. So the killer put poison in this bottle and made her drink it? I suppose Prosecutor Gavin has told us this is nail polish. Nail polish? It's like paint for nails. Know any women with red nails? Ah, my wife has red nails. I see, so she's been painting them all this time. Let's recall yesterday's trial. Remember when Vera was testifying to the court? Biting her nails. Court is now back in session. Yep. Vera seems pretty tense. She's practically chewing her fingernails clean off. Whenever Vera became nervous, she had a habit of biting her nails. Nails? Ah! Prosecutor, go. When the prosecution had Vera examined, did they check her nails? Bailiff, have them check the defendant's nails at once. Mr. Justice. Yes. Do you know who did this? Do you know who put poison in that nail polish? We do. Yes. That bottle belongs to Vera Misham? Why do you ask? Know someone else who might have a bottle like this? No, just checking. Mr. Justice, you're about to accuse someone of poisoning that bottle of nail polish. Please dispense with the chatter. You realise the weight of this accusation? Here, let me show you. Understood, Your Honor. No problem. I know what I'm doing this time. Let us ask. Who poisoned Vera Misham via nail polish? Phoenix Wright! What's this? Christoph Gavin? Objection! What's your game? My bro, there's no way you could do a thing like that. You should know that better than anyone else! Indeed. He is behind bars. I know. However, that doesn't mean it was impossible to do what he did. What? Ask yourself when you put the poison in the bowl. It could have been yesterday. It could have been a month ago. Maybe it was a year ago? Or perhaps it was 7 years ago. But... Christoph Gavin had no motive for killing this poor girl. It's simply inconceivable. Prosecutor Gavin doesn't seem to think so. Oh shit, that face tells me one thing. Christoph Gavin's own younger brother doesn't find it inconceivable at all. Well, Prosecutor Gavin, if you feel there is a clear and pressing need, then we may have to summon Christoph Gavin from jail as a special witness. Fine. I've known for some time that an impenetrable darkness lurked at the bottom of this. A darkness that has swallowed even myself. Okay. The defense's wish is granted. Let prisoner Christoph Gavin take the stand! Oh my god. Bailiff, begin proceedings to call a special witness. The witness is Christoph Gavin, currently residing in solitary cell 13 at Central Prison. Ah, Your Honour. How nice to see you again. I know, it's been quite a while, hasn't it? What do I owe the pleasure of your company? Not every day I'm summoned from my solitary cell. In fact, it's never. I think you already know, Mr. Christoph Gavin. Ah, Mr. Justice. I hear you've been doing quite well for yourself. Ack. Why do I feel like somehow he's still my boss? Lift up a lip, Polo, you can do it. Does this bottle look familiar? Maria Donny nail polish? Why yes, I use it myself. As did the late defendant, I hear. He's not dead yet. And? Was there something concerning this bottle you wish to ask me about? I admit I respect her for a taste in nail polish. A taste indeed. This nail polish was how Vera Mission was poisoned. Anthraquinine, was it? You're well informed about the case, Mr. Gavin. In solitary, much comes to my desk, and I have nothing to do but read. Well, Clavier? Oh dear. Maybe you can explain this. You're being accused again. By him. Again. And? You agree with his accusation, do you? Let's hold a proper trial, shall we? Christoph Gavin, your testimony, please. I'd be delighted. Charges against you are quite severe, Mr. Gavin. You are suspected of the poisoning of the defendant, Vera Mission. Please testify on this matter to the court. Oh boy. Poisoning Vera! Owning the same nail polish does not a murderer make. I have been in solitary confinement for half a year. How could I poison her? Her father died of the same poison, the meaning of which should be clear. The prosecution case holds. She poisoned her father and attempted to poison herself. Surely you aren't going to suggest I was responsible for poisoning her father too? Well, I'm afraid the defence's claim is sounding rather unlikely. Naturally. For one, I don't even know the missions. Isn't that so, Mr. Justice? Very well, Mr. Justice, begin your cross-examination. I'm accusing Christoph Gavin, my ex-boss. Well, I know he poisoned the missions. The question is, when could he have done it? Not to mention why. Dun dun dun. Oh, I've got to perceive. I've got to use my frickin' ability. Oh, the hand.
Gotcha!
Ooh. It was you who killed Drew Mission. A bluff worthy of your new mentor, Mr. Wright. Oh, really? But you see, I saw it. Right when you said her father too. You hadn't turned so naturally, and a little devil appeared to give me the news. And let's assume, for the sake of argument, that you saw me being tense. What does that mean? Are all tense witnesses guilty? And tell me, was Drew Mission fond of nail polish too? Sorry, but there's more than one way to poison a man. You don't need nail polish to get to someone's mouth. Ah. Now, I must be very talented indeed. You see, Drew Mission was killed on October 6th. While I was already in my solitary confinement cell at Central Prison. If that's not an alibi, then I don't know what is. But you found a way all the same. I found it too. This is how you poison Mr. Mission. I'm sure this commemorative stamp requires no introduction. Oh, he's angry. The night Mr. Mission died, he was seen writing a letter. Actual cleaning was found on this stamp, Mr. Garham. So am I to understand this stamp was the murder weapon? Yes, you are. Oh, and yes. His stamp was found in your prison cell. Ugh. Oh dear. That is all, Your Honor. Order! 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 Put poison on the back of that stamp? After Drew Mission was killed, someone paid a visit to this witness's cell. Phoenix Wright. Daddy? That's when he found the stamp. You made Drew Mission write you a letter. That's how you killed him. What? My. You've upset my poor brother to the point of uselessness. Allow me to clarify this matter, Justice. All you need to do is recall witness Spark Bushel's testimony. Well, that's the thing, see, after he put his letter in that envelope. Mr. Mission sat there searching his desk drawer for something. His desk drawer? Yes, a stamp! A so-called postage stamp. End quote. He was looking for a stamp. Ergo, we had no intention of using this stamp. What are you getting at? What I'm arriving at is that this commemorative stamp was in a frame. It was mere coincidence they used it that night. That would seem to be the case. Or perhaps you mean to suggest that I can somehow manipulate coincidence? He does have a point. How would this witness know if the victim was going to use that stamp? Without that, he couldn't have planned the murder. Or planned the murder. What? Really, Clavier? You should be seeing through this weak spine bluster by now. He's right, though. How could anyone have known Mr. Mission would use that stamp that night? At least they're all Christoph Gavin locked away in his cell. Well, it seems that the defense has run out of things to say. You assume he had something to say in the first place. I believe the defense's bluff has been called. The defense's bluff? I'm not sure I agree with you there, Christoph. Clivier? Honestly, I wanted to believe you. But the defense wasn't trying to get away with a bluff. You were, Christoph! What are you saying? Prosecutor Gavin! Hair forehead? What was your accusation again? Uh-huh. Oh, it was that this poison stamp killed Drew Bisham, yeah? To which my brother responded fussily, there was no way to know when Bisham would use the stamp. Yes, that's right, which is why it couldn't have been planned. Tell me, it needs to be planned. Why? Why couldn't it have just been a coincidence? The defense's case is simply that Drew Mission died by a stamp, that's all. Coincidence? The timing didn't matter. Christoph, you tried to slip out from under his accusation by changing the subject. If that's not bluffing, what is it? What are you up to, Clavier? I can ask you the same question, Christoph. Heh. Sorry, Jan, I'm trying to eat my lunch. I silenced the defense with the fewest words possible. That's called efficiency. But Mr. Gavin, that's impermissible testimony. Very well. I shall take his claim head on then. Justice? What? You accuse me of Drew Mission's murder, yes? Allow me to ask you. Motive. What possible reason could I have to kill a painter? Apollo, motive. He's talking about a motive. Yeah, I know. Indeed. The notebook page. Hard to see how an attorney could come to want to kill a painter. Now here's something. Why didn't he bring up the motive from the very beginning? Unless he was afraid it was a battle he might lose. So, what does it mean? It means there might be a weak spot. Maybe I have some evidence to prove a motive. A motive for murder. This is a vital, if not the most vital element in this case. Please consider this when making your statement. Let's say it's about this vital. That's pretty vital. Well, Mr. Justice? I'm going through this no matter what. Understood, Your Honor. I'd like to present evidence. Then, let's see what you have for us. What reason did Christoph Gavin have for wanting to murder Drew Mission? Dude, I can't present fake evidence again. Christoph Gavin's motive becomes clear when we consider why the stamp came to Drew Mission Studio in the first place. And why was that? Forgery, Your Honor. Go back 7 years. Drew Mission accepts his first job creating forged evidence. I've seen that before. A page from a diary, wasn't it? Magnifique Grammary's diary. Ah, when attorney Phoenix Wright lost his badge, yes. This was the evidence he presented to his loss. This evidence is a fake, yes. But did Mr. Wright request a forgery be made? That was never proven. Objection! The defense attorney on that case was Phoenix Wright. Who other than him, drunk with the prospect of victory, could have done it? And why would they? Just out of curiosity. Do you remember this letter? This is the first page. And this is the second. Those were presented in court yesterday. This letter was sent to Drew Mission by the client who requested that forgery. The enclosed stamp was none other than the poison commemorative stamp. Drew Mission drew his last breath just the other day. However, the motive for his murder was already 7 years old. 7 years old? The client who requested this forgery was very cautious. He tried to erase anything and anyone with connections to the forgery. To keep them from talking. But he made a mistake. The stamp was a picture of my favourite magician, so I kept it. Father took me when I was very young. It was a great magic show. I loved it so much. The killer's time bomb was delayed. The poison stamp was sealed within a glass frame, where it sat for 7 whole years. Her forehead. Do you understand what you're telling us? The one who schemed up the forged diary page was the one who poisoned the stamp. And it was Felix Wright who presented the forged evidence 7 years ago. And 2 statements together, the one who schemed to kill Drew Mission was none other than Felix Wright! Sorry, but that's not how this is going to go down. Oh, then how will it go down? I checked through the records on that case when I found this. 7 years ago, just before the trial began. Oh boy. Here. What's this? I don't know, I just got it over there in the hall. He told me to give it to the old boy in the blue suit with the spiky hair. And one more thing. I'm sorry to have sprung this on you so suddenly. I received the files from your previous attorney only yesterday. I understand I am asking the impossible of you. Yes, well, you haven't really told me what happened yet. All we did was play cards. That was enough. Felix Wright was put on the case the day before the trial started. He didn't have time to request a forgery. The day before. Now here's a question. Just who was Shady Enigma's previous defense attorney? It was him. No. This can't all be. But it is all true. There was another man, the defense attorney with a badge on his collar. It was you, Christoph Gavin! Order, order, order! What is the meaning of this, witness? I mean, defendant, former lawyer. Let me begin by denying this. It's easy enough to look up, Mr. Gavin, and impossible to prove if you can't. Attorneys are registered with the court the day before the trial begins. In other words, no record remains in the court. How exactly did you intend to prove Miss Felix Wright's claim? That would be difficult. I'm afraid this line of inquiry won't be used. Forehead. Are you sure you don't have evidence? What's wrong with Prosecutor Gavin? He looks clammy. Evidence! Evidence that shows this man, Christoph Gavin, requested that forgery 7 years ago. Clavier. Just prove it! Clear up these doubts now, or I swear I'm off this case. He must have fought some evidence, Apollo. Prosecutor Gavin looks like he's in physical pain. That darkness. I have to pull that darkness out of him, and proof is the only way I can. What proves Christoph Gavin linked to Drew Mission? Well, Mr. Justice, you claim Christoph Gavin requested the forgery of Drew Mission 7 years ago. Prove it! It can be proven. Simply ridiculous. Why even discuss it? This evidence does not... Are you telling the truth, Apollo Justice? I am. Then, I say, we're given the benefit of the doubt. Very well, but if you're wrong about this, be prepared for a penalty. Your Honour, you did the defence an injustice. Mr. Justice is clearly passionate about his claim. Should the penalty not match his passion? Oh shit. I haven't given a penalty like that in a long time. Well, Mr. Justice, fine, Your Honour. All I have to prove is any kind of link. Something that ties Christoph Gavin to Drew Mission. And I have something that clearly does the job. Very well, Mr. Justice, present your evidence. Show us the link between our witness and Drew Mission. This evidence proves there's a link! That scrap of paper, I'm afraid I can't let you submit that. Is there some problem? There is. How could you possibly have that? You couldn't. Hmm? Hey, that's Daddy's handwriting. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Mr. Wright's handwriting? What is the meaning of this? Ah, I see now. Yes, of course. What do you mean, of course? I just remembered I had a visitor yesterday. Phoenix Wright came to my cell, except I wasn't there. Phoenix Wright? When I returned, I saw he had something of mine in his possession. Of course, I had no intention of letting him get away with reading my private mail. Mail? You mean this letter was in your cell? No. However, it appears Mr. Wright is yet to be cured of his bad forging habit. Well, if it's a forgery, it's not a very good one. The handwriting's terrible. This is Mr. Wright's reproduction of what was written in the real letter. Reproduction? When Mr. Wright visited Christoph Gavin's cell, he brought with him a small video camera. What? He recorded his entire conversation with you, Mr. Gavin, and the contents of your personal mail. Regardless, I actually have to save just before, Ooh, fun times. Regardless, this mockery of a piece of evidence would never be accepted by the court. Evidence based on a video a man with no authority whatsoever claims he took. A man who happens to be an ex-attorney suspected of forgery. Prosecutor Gavin? Prosecutor Gavin? As embarrassing as this is for me to say, I'm afraid my brother is incapable of making rational judgments at the moment. Your Honour, your decision, please. The defence's claim is denied. What? Only actual evidence is permitted in a court of law. Please remove the defence's evidence from the record. Better luck next time, Justice. Oh dear. Well, we've certainly taken a detour from our cross-examination, but the defense appears to be lacking proof. I'm forced to end the cross-examination of Christoph Gavin at this point. Apollo, do something! I'm thinking, but without evidence, I don't have anything I can use on him. Very well, this ends the special witness's cross-examination. Oh, Clavier's in on it. Show's over, yet the crowd screams for more. Only now do I understand why. Prosecutor Gavin? Frankly, I'm relieved. This has been bothering me for 7 whole years, and I'm tired of the whole youthful angst scene. Now's our chance. Let's clean out the family closet, eh, Christoph? Clavier, you're spinning out of control. Calm yourself before you say something you'll regret. Spinning out of whose control? Mine? Or yours? Dun dun dun. Take a moment to consider everything you've built. Your reputation as a prosecutor, your fame with the masses. You could lose it all, Clavier. Apollo, did you see that? He's trying to press Prosecutor Gavin. Prosecutor Gavin, try to remember what's really important to you. You amuse me, Airforehead. I couldn't forget what's really important to me, even if I tried. In fact, I haven't. Not even once. 7 years ago? Finally. You just couldn't resist, could you? Right. Is this what? Presenting solid evidence? My request we put the current cross-examination on hold. Prosecution would like to call a new witness. State your name and occupation for the record. I'm familiar with the trial. I've watched the video several times. Didn't you find anything unnatural about it? Unnatural? Well, you did seem unusually well prepared. I mean, Mr. Wright had only just presented his evidence. And the next moment, you called in Drew Mission. It was almost as if... what? Ooh. Funny, it didn't even occur to me to wonder. But now that I do, I see there's only one possible explanation. Almost as if from the very beginning, you knew Mr. Wright was going to present that evidence. Correct. I knew that if I applied the usual pressure, Phoenix Wright would eventually come up with that forged diary page. Don't do this, Clavier. I knew because you told me, Christoph! What? He was the tip. It was the night before the trial. Clavier. Christoph, odd seeing you at the prosecutor's office the day before the trial. I won't be appearing in the trial, actually. Huh? Why not? I won't be facing off with you on your first trial, apparently. But in exchange, I bought information. Information? The attorney who will be there in my place tomorrow is not to be trusted. Don't even give him the benefit of your respect. Listen, I want you to call in a special witness. Then... I wondered about it at the time. How did Christoph know so much? Prosecutor Gavin. Christoph! We were supposed to face each other in that trial! A fair fight, brother to brother. I deserve that much. You let me borrow the victim's belongings. You showed me all your research on the case! Victim's belongings? Which would have included Magnafie's diary, wouldn't it? Gavin? My, Clavier, you disappoint me. You find trees, yet miss the forest! You're the one missing the forest, Mr. Gavin. You can't sweep this under the rug. Not anymore. Tell me what was going on behind that trial. Why not? I've achieved what I came here to do. I see no harm in a little reminiscing. Apollo. I think we're finally going to shine a light on the black belly of this thing, Trucy. We've done everything we could. I hope it's enough. 7 years ago, the day before the trial, I visited the detention center at the request of my client, Zach Gramarye. 2 cards. 1 card. Oh, was Christoph the first person he lost to? Showdown time. Enough. You lose, Gavin. Oh no, he lost. Thanks for the work. Now go. To be honest, I don't know what his reasons were to this day. As far as I could tell, he dismissed me as his representation because I lost in a game of poker. I could come to no other conclusion. I used to say something. If you want to know a man, you have to compete. Zach wasn't watching his points or the cards. He was watching the man behind the cards, Christoph Gavin. I couldn't believe it. Phoenix Wright? A second-rate attorney who relies on luck and bluffs? He dismissed me and went with that pitiful excuse for a man. He deserved to die for that error alone. Hold it! So, the one who requested that forgery was... Oh, I'm not admitting to anything. My point is, these 2 men shamed me and I could not forgive that. Phoenix Wright and Zach Gramarye both deserve what they got. So you asked Mr. Mission to forge that evidence so you could win. But then, when you were dismissed as Zach Gramarye's attorney, you used your forged evidence as a trap. You fed me information about the forgery you made. Then you gave your dirty evidence to him. You're free to imagine what you will. My point is that all I had imagined came to pass. Everything went perfectly. Dun dun dun. Ha ha ha! Incredible. If I wasn't laughing, I'd weep. Prosecutor Gavin? Perfectly? You're mad, Christoph. Stop fooling yourself! What are you talking about, Clivier? Tell me, how did that trial end? Cancelled when the defendant vanished. Ah, I get it. So, Christoph, you've been living in fear for 7 years! What? You were afraid your forgery would be revealed and your reputation trashed. You couldn't leave things to chance, so you watched everyone involved with the case for 7 years. You know, he always felt like he was being watched. That's what he said every day for 7 years. I felt it too. Journalist sure he is being watched, end quote. Don't you wonder why Zach Gramarye got rubbed out after 7 years? Right after coming into contact with me? Wait just a minute! Zach Gramarye was seen by this reporter? How is that possible? Was he alive after being gone 7 years? Finally, I knew this moment was coming. I just didn't think we'd get here so fast. Zach Gramarye, gone missing for 7 years, Trucy's father. What's wrong, Apollo? Go get him. Right, leave it to me. Allow me to refresh the court's memory. 6 months ago, Christoph Gavin was charged with murdering a mysterious traveller. I remember him quite well. Shady Smith, was it? Poisoned in a Chinese restaurant. Tragic. The details don't really matter right now. What matters is that traveller was Zach Gramarye! What is it, Apollo? Huh? Keep going. We'll talk about it later. Do you already know? Someone please explain this. Mr. Justice, can you explain this? It all started 7 years ago. The great magician Magnifi Gramarye's death started it. Magnifi Gramarye's death and his student Zach Gramarye the suspect. Whoever defended Zach in court successfully would be famous beyond belief. Thinking that, Christoph Gavin did the unthinkable. He forged evidence. Through Mission? Actually, it was his daughter Vera who really did the work. You took precautions when you had that forgery made, didn't you, Mr. Gavin? Precautions? Keep people from talking, of course. These two know too much. Leave them alive and there'll be nothing but trouble. That's when you planned your poisoning of the forgers. Atroquinine. Applied to a commemorative stamp. But luck was on Mr. Misham's side. The bomb didn't go off. His daughter. He saved him by taking the stamp, I see. But that wasn't the only bomb he set up. He had Aridoni nail polish. Of course! Aridoni. You noticed something when you requested that forgery. When Vera Misham is nervous, she has a bad habit. A tendency to bite her nails. Ah! That nail polish was her good luck charm. She was almost kidnapped once. Since then, she's been... well, you can see for yourself. She refuses to leave the house. Dude, this is all wild. That person gave me a good luck charm for when I absolutely had to go outside. It protects me. Yes, apparently she received something. A gift. She won't tell me what it was. It was from that client, the one who wanted that note made. It was his insurance. Insurance? As long as she lived quietly at home, there was no danger to her. But what if she had to go outside? If she ran into any trouble, she'd become nervous, and the nail polish would do the rest. His time bomb sat there for 7 years, and then they went off almost simultaneously. Dun dun dun! This is fucking crazy. This is fucking wild. If you're finished, may I return to my cell now? I'm not accustomed to standing for such long periods of time. Mr. Gavin! Have you heard a single thing we've said? Oh, I listened quite closely to your little tale. Quite an entertaining piece of fiction. What? Clavier? Surely you understand. We're back to the evidence. The lacking evidence. Nothing proves a link between him and the Atroconine that took Drew Mission's life. What about the restaurant? You killed Zach Gramery to keep him from talking. I killed no man of that name. Read over the report again if you like. The victim was a traveller by the name of Shady Smith, about whom we know little else. You can't seriously think I knew he was that particular fugitive. Okay, then why did you kill him? I plead my right to remain silent. Remember, this court did not convene to put me on trial. The defendant's name is Vera Mission, suspected in the murder of her father. My trial's been finished for 6 months now. I'm afraid we have strayed considerably from our purpose here. This court concurs with the witness. It is defendant Vera Mission who is on trial here. No, but you were doing so well, Apollo. As long as there is no evidence to support the accusation against him, this course of inquiry cannot find Vera Mission innocent. Your Honor, Phoenix Wright spent 7 years collecting this evidence. You still don't get it, do you? Let's assume that was poison in the nail polish. Who then was responsible for causing Miss Vera Mission to bite her nails? But what? It wasn't me, I know that much. The one who brought that poison to her lips was you. What? What? Wow, what a gaslight, dude. Evidence is everything. There is nothing more. I believe this discussion has reached its conclusion. Your Honor, Mr. Justice, you have performed admirably well for a novice attorney. I respect your partner, Phoenix Wright's determination as well. However, without direct proof, you have nothing. Isn't that right, Clavier? Unfortunately, yes, Christoph, you're right. That is, you would have been right until now. What? Did the news not reach your desk in solitary? The eyes of the nation are in this courtroom today. This is the trial case for a new judicial system. Okay, I need to save it here, chat. Number 2. Trial case for a new judicial system. That's right! I totally forgotten. The juris system. Juris, you say? The current judicial system has been deemed too closed off from society. This new system attempts to inject the wisdom of common citizens into the law. Common citizens? Wisdom? Is this some kind of a joke? What could we possibly gain by doing this? Entrusting our judicial system to a mindless, emotional mob of irrational mouth breathers? Common citizens have something called common sense. Common sense is not restricted by the law. Nonsense! There is only room for 2 in this court, me and the law. Get the riffraff out. Out, I say! Say that again. Decided I had to go that. Oh boy. They're not in the court, actually. They're watching everything by video camera. How can you allow this? Incidentally, the one responsible for making this happen was Phoenix Wright. But Phoenix Wright? Oh boy. Dude, he's gonna levitate the things again. Oh yeah, there's nothing to levitate. So, everything was leading to this, of course. Right. 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 Right! Wow, that's an epic meltdown. That was awesome. Oh, dude, look at him. I won't accept. I can't accept. This is no court. Law. The law is everything. Law is absolute. You'd let ignorant swine soil your courts? Oh, Christoph, it's over. Clavier! The law is absolute? You can't be serious. What? Odd. I thought you spent your life looking for loopholes. The law isn't absolute. It's filled with contradictions. The law is the end product of many years of history, the fruit of human knowledge. Like a gem polished to a gleam through trials and errors, It is this fruit that we should receive and pass on and face in our time. And it is always changing, growing, nurturing. It is our task as human beings. Except for you, Kristoff. You aren't changing. You've stopped. You're not needed anymore. I couldn't think of anything to say. I keep on saving, just so that because I gotta do two things here. Couldn't think of anything to say. Maybe because I still haven't seen enough. But someday, I'll know what law is. And I'll fight to change it if I have to. I see no need to further prolong this trial. This began as the trial of Vera Misham, accused of murdering her father, the painter Drew Misham. However, several other incidents were reviewed and we seem to have reached a conclusion. While this court declares a verdict, I await your decision. Ooh, he's looking at me. Jurists of the court. For the death of Drew Misham, how do you find the defendant Vera Misham? Innocent or guilty? I turn to you now to consider this matter. Interesting. October 9th, 12:48 PM, Jurist Chambers. This ends the trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Defendant Vera Misham is currently in intensive care. If a decision cannot be reached today, it may never be reached. The factors involved are simple. Did the defendant poison her father that night? If so, she is guilty. Or was there another reason for Mr. Misham's death? Did another person poison him? If so, she is innocent. A panel has been provided for each of you to input your decisions. That is all. Please. Wait! Yes, jurist number 6? There's something in the jurist handbook here. Persons involved with the case may not be jurists. That is correct. I've looked into all your dossiers. None of you were involved with the development of the case. With the development of the case, I see. Does that answer your concern? It's time for your verdicts. Make your decision in the case against Vera Misham. After 7 years, the truth is ready to be heard. Judge wisely, judge well. I gotta pick it. Oh shit, it's her. Yeah, I gotta pick guilty first, I'm sorry. Oh my god, it's her! And so a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 PM. The first verdict under the jurist system. A hung jury. The final verdict would have to wait for the following day. But fate had different plans. That night, defendant Vera Misham's condition worsened. She died in her hospital bed. Well, shit. Her verdict was postponed for eternity. Oh, that sucked. Oh, that's it, huh? Wow, what an ending. Very downer. 1 jurist verdict for choosing guilty as the jurist. There you go, chat, it's over. What a short ending. Alright. Load game. Now we gotta do the other ending. Jurist, the court, for the death of that. Yep. That, we gotta choose innocent, we gotta choose not guilty. I like how one vote can make a hung jury, but man, you're picking... What's her face? Her mother. Well, their mother. Fucking hell. She has the bracelet! Lasso, whatever her name is. So it's a trial for this case. Only the verdict remains to be decided. Yep. So Lamenoir is... Because I saw the reflection. That's rather simple. The defendant poisoned her father that night. I had to do the bad ending chat first to do the good ending. The development of the case. The love his hat. Still love his hat. I didn't realize that was a fucking video camera though. That's crazy. Fucking Lamroir, dude. There we go. And she has the bracelet. And so a verdict was reached on October 9th, 2:14 PM. The first verdict under the jury system. Innocent by unanimous decision. The record will show that when the verdict was announced, Special Witness Christoph Gavin laughed. A laugh louder than any ever heard before, or since. A laugh that echoed in the halls of justice, lingering for what seemed like hours. October 10th, 8:30 AM, the morning after the trial, in an intensive care ward, a true miracle occurred. Vera Misham opened her eyes. Hey! That's the same place. You're live. Vera, I'm so glad! Don't cry, Apollo. I'm happy too, and proud. You did well, Apollo. When I thought about what if Vera... Hey now, don't you start crying too. Sorry you had to see us like this. Oh, is she happy? Vera? Thank you so much. Apollo, thank you. No, I'm sorry. I shouldn't have pressed you like that. If I hadn't, you never would have bitten your nails. No, I was wrong. Staying locked inside like that, clinging to my good luck charm. Vera, when I opened my eyes and saw you, I finally understood. It's important to be a part of the world. To see things with your own eyes. And it looks like that poison had some effect after all. It killed off whatever was holding Vera back from life. I knew you'd pull through, Vera. I mean, that's what Apollo was fighting for the whole time. Your future. I won't forget it. Here, let me thank you. No, really, it's okay. Ooh, look, it's me. I love it. Thanks. Is that me? You really captured your essence, Apollo. Well, I think so, at least. That reminds me. Do you know where the other lawyer is? The other lawyer? Oh, you mean Daddy? Except he's not a lawyer anymore. It's my fault, isn't it? I'm sorry. Oh, no, that's not what I meant. No, it's okay. I'm through looking away from the things I've done. I hope I can look him in the eyes again someday and apologize. I'm sure he'd be happy to hear that. He bought all those things for me when he came to visit earlier. You mean that stack of videos? Oh, Mr. Wright finished watching them all? You know, I knew my real daddy was alive. Huh? I was there 7 years ago, remember? I was the one who helped him vanish from the courtroom. You did what? How? I'm not telling. He promised me that day he went away. We may not meet again for some time, Trucy, but know this, I will be watching, and one day I shall return. You're the next Gramarye, after all. Oh, Trucy. In the end, he couldn't keep that promise, could he? It's okay, Phoenix is my daddy now, even if he can't really play the piano. No, he can't. Oh, and I got you too, even if your voice is kinda loud sometimes. And I'm glad I made your list. Hey, come to think of it, where is Daddy, the one who can't play? Do you know, Apollo? I think he said he had to meet someone. Wonder. Maybe it's a new mummy! Teehee. Oh, Trucy? Yes, Vera? I was wondering, could you show him to me once more? Sir Hat, was it? Oh, he's not been knighted yet. Here goes. Do us an impersonation, Mr. Hat. Objection! Not loud enough. And I like Miss Magic Underwear better anyway. That's Magic Panties, Apollo! Hell yeah. Oh, there he is. So, your memory's returned. Mr. Wright, was this all part of your plan too? I don't know what you're talking about. When I lost my memory, I was reborn as Lamroir. Oh my god, she is Lamroir! Oh, that's interesting. So she got shot, but instead of dying, she got amnesia and ended up as a freaking, what was it, Borginian singer. Imagine that. Imagine nearly dying and reincarnating as a fucking singer or some made-up language. But you knew my true identity, did you not? That is why you chose me as one of your jurists. Ah, you're thinking into it too much. Besides, there was no guarantee that regaining your memory would make you happy. Well, of course it is a happy thing. For so long I thought I was alone, but now I know I have children, 2 dear children. I'm so proud of them. This too, I think, is thanks to you. Are you going to tell them? They do not know? Nope. They don't know their mother. They don't even know their siblings. I will go to them when the time is right. Until then, don't worry, I'll take care of them for you. They're very important to me too. A little annoying at times, but still. I had to keep an eye on her at least. Because I'm the only one who knows how she really feels on the inside. Your bracelet? Yes. I've seen a lot of mysterious things these past 7 years. But your bracelets were the strangest of all. I remember meeting him half a year ago now in Christoph Gavin's office. And then I met you. Two fates destined to intertwine, and I was there when they crossed. I'll never forget that. Such a small thing, that bullet, yet it tore who I was away. 10 years ago, during a simple rehearsal. It was a miracle no one died, but I didn't survive that accident. That is why I left the troupe, my family. Now my memory has returned, I am myself once more. For the first time, I am glad to be alive, Mr. Wright. Speaking of miracles, Vera Mission regained consciousness this morning. I can only hope she's as glad as you are. It is a strange thing, fate. Sometimes a life is taken, sometimes a life is spared. You know what I've been thinking? People don't die that easily, really. As long as they've got something worth living for. Whoa. Deep. And that's pretty much the end of my story, for now anyway. I've still got a long way to go, and this power of mine, well, it needs some work. But there's hope now. We lost it, but somehow we found it again. That's why people are smiling again. Hope. Yeah, I think I'll keep at this lawyer thing for a while. Oops, training time. Gotta go. Cords of steel, here comes justice. Objection! Objection! And there we go, chat. That was the actual ending. Oh, we got more. I'm glad you're staying with the agency, Apollo. It's like I found my long-lost big little brother. Oh, and don't you worry about Troop Gramarye. Truce is on the case. Now that I have this, thanks to Daddy. Trucy Gramarye? Frankly, I got my doubts, but Hat Gramarye? Now that'll pack him in. Ooh. Cute. I assume we got some credit stuff, more credit stuff. Hey, Clavier. It's not every day you get a trial that rocks harder than one of our gigs, yeah? That's why it's over. The Gaviniers are breaking up. Oh, no! The news caused a run on tissues at supermarkets nationwide. You're the real stars now. I look forward to our next jam session. Oh, he broke up the group. Well, I guess one of them is in fucking prison now, isn't they? Fucking Darian. Man. Well, it's finally over. You know, thinking about it, I've been a piano player longer than I was a lawyer. Now that everything's sorted and I've got time on my hands, maybe I'll take some lessons. Or maybe I'll take the bar exam again. Oh. Probably the latter one, considering we got 2 sequels. Oy, oy. This is number 4 of 6 in the mainline series, right? I mean, we got the spin-offs. You got the Great Ace Attorney and then the Investigations games, but... Oh, hey, Emma. So, I was standing around eating snackoos the other day when I got this crazy idea. What if they were golden? You can augment the crunch, or better yet, make them ding! Ah, the power of science! Although the preservatives might not be 100% safe. Yeah, there's some ideas that are best left on the table. Good lord. Chi Nakayama. I'll probably talk about what I feel about this game once the credits are over, considering there's a lot of mid-credit stuff. Oh, you again. In an unlikely event you are wanting Russian feast, come to Borscht Boat Club. The only thing colder than restaurant is borscht. Ah, but if greater challenge is being required, then come to the hideout. You know who to ask for. Man, that was a while ago. That was the very first case. Ay. Number 4 or 6. I definitely want to do the spin-offs as well. I want to do like the Great Ace Attorney games and the Investigations games. The Great Ace Attorney games I got to do on PC though, because they're not on Xbox. At least not yet. Maybe they will be in the future. So, Kitaki Pastries is going back to its eastern roots. Spread the culture after all. Yo boss, culture time! This is how we write root, capiche? But we're still about giving back to the people. Yo boss, PR time! And this is how we write people, alright? I know that symbol! Not that Woki's paying any attention. Whoa, kids. Ito! Ito needs person. Hey, it's Woki. Bazooey! Chinese characters on cake was a fly idea like 3,000 years ago. Believe that? Man, you want to make it today, you gotta keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that's why I made the OG cracker, for real. I know it don't look like no cracker, G. What, you want me to call it the OG muffin? I mean, I kind of like the OG muffin. Also, I guess the Chinese symbol for Hito is similar to the... Well, Japanese symbol for person is similar to the Chinese-Japanese. Hey, Gael dude! I don't know where all this talk about food is coming from. You asked me, there's only one food and that's noodles. Noodles forever! I got a new one too. See, this time I just put a big chunk of salt in the bowl. Why pretend? Eldune's noodles is about the salt. Salt forever! Are you trying to give everyone like sodium poisoning or something? I don't know. Animation. Oh, fucking you again. I hate you. My exceptionally inquisitive nature has won me unequivocal adoration in my department. You see, they used to call me Wesley Stinkler and Wesley Sticky Hands. But no longer. I have a new name, one that reflects my true academic nature. Wesley Sicko reporting. Yes, curiosity is a sickness and I am the cure. I'm glad he embraces it. Good lord. Translation. Out to Nanaka KK. Was that someone called Brandon Gay? Hell yeah, dude. Don't put it out on Xbox Live, you'll probably get banned though for using gay. I don't know how to thank you for all you've done. Light has returned to my life and with it joy. I may have lost years, but I have gained a treasure. 2 treasures, in fact. I will think of them when I write my next song. So is she not blind anymore? Maybe she is still blind, I don't know. Oh, not you again. Brusher, brusher, brushel, brusher, brusher, brushel. Brushel here, back on the beat with another interview. How do I feel about how things turned out? No scoop yet, but journalist confidence in mint condition. End quote! Some of these fucking characters, man. I hate them. Keiji Inafune? Alright. I decided to keep painting. Originals only, of course. I suppose I'll have to see a bit of the world outside to find what to paint. But I know there are good people out there now. I've met them. The door is open. The world is waiting. Thank you. Original creator, series director Shu Takumi. It is him. Oh, that's a nice drawing. Hell yeah. Phoenix is not even there. You think he would be there? I guess not. I guess he didn't really, like, personally invest in it, did he? Oh, we got a proper picture. Turnabout Succession! Congrats, you've unlocked a special bonus in the music and background settings screen. Apologist Ace Attorney commemorative. That's nice. Well, there we go, chat. Continue on to the next game, Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies. I will eventually. We will do all 3 games, but that was Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, the 4th game in the series. What did I think about this game? I don't know. I really don't know. It's more Ace Attorney, and I enjoyed playing it. But it's kind of weird that in a game called Apollo Justice Ace Attorney, it felt like quite a bit of the time Apollo himself was sidelined. Like that whole last case. You play more as fucking Phoenix than you do Apollo. Like, you got that beginning bit, and then all of a sudden you're 7 years in the past, and then there's that freaking Mason system nonsense. And then you play as him a little bit at the end, and the end part is, like, very short. Like, it's kind of weird to me. I kind of get it, but also I don't. Because I would have liked to have seen Apollo a bit more in his own game. In his own fucking game. I think the only case in which he was like the star of the show was the 3rd one. The one with the concert. I did like that one actually. I think it's the best of the third case syndrome as they call it in the game, as they call it on the internet. Apparently there's a 3rd case syndrome where like the 3rd case in each Ace Attorney game is not the greatest. I liked the 3rd case, and I do like how it kind of ties all into the ending, finding out that Lamoroir is actually their mother. It turns out she didn't die, but she just like lost her memories. There wasn't a case in this game that's bad, I'll say that. All the cases were fun, they were enjoyable. I did really like the 1st one. I kind of wish that was the end of Phoenix's involvement in it. I didn't mind him like coming back for like the 1st game, like the 1st case or whatever. But like the 2nd case he was involved a little bit, but not too much. 3rd case he wasn't really involved at all, which was cool. And in the 4th case it's just like, this should be the last case. It should be Apollo's like moment to shine. But then it gets taken away from him and he just plays Phoenix instead for most of it. So it's just kind of weird to me really. But that's just me. It's still a fun game. It was very enjoyable. I think I like this more than the 2nd one. The 2nd one is still my least favourite. Even though I did like that one too, but some of the cases in that game, I mean, that fucking Big Top case still haunts me. That Big Top case still haunts me. But yeah, I've enjoyed all this game so far. Apollo Justice Ace Attorney is no exception. I won't say it's the best. I think the best, I guess it depends on the day. It's either the 1st or 3rd game. I mean, the last case in the 3rd game was awesome. And yeah, we'll see how Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice go, but I kind of wish it was Apollo's trilogy, like it says in the freaking title, the trilogy pack, but no, the other 2 games are fucking, they both have fucking Phoenix Wright's name on them. It's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Dual Destinies and Phoenix Wright Spirit of Justice. It just seems kind of weird to me. But, you know, whatever. It kind of feels like Apollo gets on the gets a little shafted, honestly. I wish, I guess it would have been nice for them to develop his character more as well. Not like I hate Apollo or anything like that. I like him as a character, but I feel like they could have fleshed him out more and not have like Phoenix steal the spotlight at the end. I like Trucy though. Trucy was cool. I thought she was going to be really annoying at first, and then it turns out she's actually quite cool. I liked the Gavins, both the Gavins, Kristoff and Clavier. Clavier's cool. He's a cool prosecutor. Maybe not as cool as Edgeworth, but he's still a cool character. I did enjoy facing off against him. And again, like, all the characters in this game are quite notable. Maybe not all for the right reasons, but they were all quite notable. And yeah, that's that. I give this a solid 7.5 out of 10, I feel. Oh yeah, the soundtrack did bang as well. The soundtrack did bang. I do like Apollo's like objection theme or pursuit theme, whatever it's called. And also the game looks really good. Like all the like sprites and stuff are really, really nice. And some of the animations were cool. The 3D stuff was cool. It was a fun time playing it. I just kind of wish they did more with the title character. That's kind of my biggest gripe. I wish they did more with Apollo himself. And not have him take a backseat to Phoenix in that last freaking case. But whatever. It was still enjoyable. I'd place this number 3 of 4 I've played so far. It's above Justice for All, but behind the other two. And yeah, we'll definitely get on with Dual Destinies and Spirit of Justice eventually. Because I do want to play those two games. Should be fun time. But for now, chat, we'll end the stream there now that we're done with Apollo Justice. We'll wrap it up there. Next stream is tomorrow. We're going to be starting up a game that we did play on stream before during my second Stompathon. The second Subathon, Stompathon. It's another game. Another game that we played initially in that. We're going to actually do a full playthrough of it. Driver San Francisco. Another Ubisoft game. Go figure. But hey-oh. I'm actually going to play it because I've kept trying to play it before and I kept like getting distracted by other fucking games. So I never finished it. But I will finish it now. So we're going to start that tomorrow. Carry on Friday, and then on Saturday we'll be back with more Minecraft chat. So look forward to all that. And now my voice can have a break from reading everything. Ain't that delightful? But yeah, that's it for today. Hopefully you enjoyed today's stream. Hope the rest of your Tuesdays go well, and hopefully I'll see you all next time. Boop.